Okay, testing. What's up, everybody? Apparently, it looks like they're trying to pull out the car. Oh no. Looks they're having some connection issues. What's up? What's up? So we just lost the feed. Damn, as soon as I came out, we lost the feed. There we go. Okay. Let me pull up another feed. Well, they gotta, yeah, let me pull this one up too in case. There is no audio though. But both feeds are kind of jacked up. Yeah, Adventures with Purpose founder. Uh-huh. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Uh, yeah, I went out to eat and came back, and I'm hearing that now that I guess they're pulling it out, the car, the vehicle. When I was told, let's take a look. And let's take a look. Make sure I got the tags in the video. Looks like they're going in, going back in. Somebody's gonna dive in. Oh, in he goes. I wonder how this works. What's the process? Like, are they gonna anchor the? Are they gonna hook up the car to the boat or something, and then pull it, or are they hooking it up to a tow? They're gonna connect it and then pull it in with that tow truck. Are they going to hook it up to the car down there? Oh man. Oh, somebody had sent me some really good pictures too that we can check out. I'm gonna try to look for it. And yeah, I don't know what we're gonna see. So just a content warning, disclaimer, viewer discretion advised. But yeah, it's on TV right now. They're Rylanex says, how could the FBI and law enforcement miss this car? I don't know. That's weird. They did say it's murky water, but I mean that doesn't seem far off from the shore. And it looks like there's a slope and a ramp. Like you would think that's one of the easier, faster places to check. I don't know. Hey, Divine, welcome from Australia. Australia. Oh. And I wonder how that works too, because I see them talking on Facebook and they're like, I hope the $75,000 reward goes to Adventures with Purpose. Would that work out like that? I wonder. They should, right? They should get the reward money. Slow chat? Okay. Let me slow the chat down a little bit. Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna slow it down. Oh, it's already on. Slow mo is already on, apparently. So you want it slower? I could do it slower. Put it a little bit slower. Man, what a AWP will give reward to family. That would be nice too, yeah. I sent a donation to the Adventures of Purpose early on the other stream. Let me see if I have their link in the. I might have copied over. Yeah, it's in the link too. Donna and Jess says usually the remains are in the vehicle until they put the whole thing in forensics. I was wondering about that too. If they would have pulled her out, or are they just gonna pull the whole thing out intact and then deal with it after they, like you said, in forensics? I guess that makes more sense. Tracy3, thank you for the super chat. They will put these balloons on them sometimes to lift it sometimes, then make it easier to pull out and not scrap. AWP helps with recovery and hookup. They will cover a car with tarp ASAP out of respect. Ah, okay. Okay, there we go. Tracy Clark, thank you for the message. Says, hey, Mel, West Virginia loves you bunches. Thank you. Appreciate the love. Ashley Harding, I watched a few of their videos today, and it's amazing how quick they are with recoveries. They are amazing. Thanks for covering this, Mel. Thank you. Appreciate the super chat. Book Lovers Party Place. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, they're going to have to tarp it, I guess. Mama 4, how you doing? Thanks for the super chat. I don't know. I'm guessing that they're gonna. I honestly don't know. I think they're gonna take the whole thing out together. Is what I'm thinking. Fisher investigates to see what he has to say. I mean, if you're looking, the quality isn't great. So sometimes when the quality thing is degraded, we can go 720. Let's do that. Damn, look almost the same. So, is this the car here or here? They have connection issues. This is live. This is a live. KCRA was live earlier and then it went off, and then they came back on now. They'll take out the whole thing. They will tarp it as soon as they can. How far is it from the party? Somebody had DM me. Let me see. I got a lot of people asking about Discord. We've right now it's not active. Like the invites aren't active right now because of all the trolls and stuff. So we just for now just to keep it chill in there. Right now it's not active. It probably will be open again soon, but for now, just to, all the mess and stuff. Oh. Let me see something. Ooh. I don't know. Now you're saying they're going to have to flip the car back over before pulling it out. That makes sense too, probably. I wonder how they would do that. Oh, yeah. See, you can kind of see too. They got the line. I'm guessing they're going to hook that up to the car and then pull it out. Hi, Tricia. Welcome. Thank you for subbing. I appreciate that. Yeah, they're saying Haley said only 300 feet from the party. It was really close. Somebody had sent me these screenshots. Well, let's see. Kiely. Let me see if I can find it from the group. save it. Somebody said 300 meters, not feet. All right, so let's see if I can get a clarification on that. How far from the party? Hmm. I mean, it kind of like, what do you guys think from up above? You really don't see it though, I don't think. I mean, right now this is somebody underwater, but like if this is where the vehicle's at, I guess is what they used to market. You really don't see it from up above, right? And again, the quality's not that great, but let me ask about the distance. I'm getting different numbers from everybody. Let me see. Legacy says from this, I guess from here you can see it. Let me just show you this real quick on Facebook. I guess, yeah, maybe that could be on the side. Yeah. Yeah. Like right there, you can see it too, I guess. Yeah, you can see it. Damn, bro. How was this missed? Or are they pulling it out now? Is it that why it's more visible or? All right, give me just 1 second. I'll leave the screen playing. I'm gonna turn down the AC. It's kind of hot in here. Get some more water too. All right, all right. I mean, let's see. We're back. That's kind of weird though, man. I mean, you can see it. It's visible. Um, let's see something. You guys want to do some calls? I guess maybe in the meantime. I don't know while we wait. It looks like it's gonna be a while. Talk about the different things, whether you see it or not. I mean, to me, I don't know if it's already being pulled out, and that's why. Look, That shit's clear as day. But I don't know if that's because it's being pulled out, and so now it's being more visible. It's got to be because it's being pulled out. That's why. We might have to look. What I'm going to do too is I'm going to pull up some older video, and this is from a. I thought this was from a helicopter, but it might be drone. It could be a drone. Thank you, Steponi. Appreciate that. It is because it's being pulled out, so it's super visible. You want to do some calls, man? Yeah, I want to hear a little bit from you guys. Give me 1 second. Let me just set this up. Google Voice. This is crazy. All right, give me 1 second. Set it up here. How's the chat too? Is it too fast or?
Thank you for calling.
Okay, the lines are open. This thing is coming out. 1 second. Okay. It's coming. All right. It looks like it's gradually being pulled out. This is wow. Let me move myself out the way. Let me take this first caller here. Oh, they hung up. Let me do this one. 682. Where are you calling from? Hi, welcome. How you doing? Sure, yeah. Comment or what your thoughts are about like the vehicle being found here. You know, like I mean, you know, yeah, the outcome so far. Mm-hmm.
Odd that the friends and they just seemed silent, like nobody in the party was.
Yeah.
And I know we haven't been talking about that now, but that just seems so incredibly suspect.
I wonder if they're waiting for confirmation. They're saying that supposedly, you know, law enforcement still hasn't confirmed the body, but like more than likely it's going to be probably her if this is her vehicle and stuff. You know, I'm sure what I was told is like they matched the license plates. And so I'm sure like it has to be,
right.
You know, but maybe they're waiting on full confirmation.
But I mean, you know, like before all of this, like the friends just seemed before the guy team, it just like I can't think of time frame, but like recently, like the family, not the family, but the friends, just nobody at the party just didn't seem. Were there many people that said anything at all? The young people themselves.
So I had a post that somebody sent me. I'm gonna see if I can find it. That where let's see if I can find it. It was kind of interesting. Interviewing the kids. Hold on, let me read this real quick.
Wasn't there like 200 young people at this party?
Let me read this to you. Because, okay, there was a post from the news article, right? And it said that there were like 200 to 300 in attendance. And then it says here that detectives have interviewed between a third and a half of them. But then there's a lot of other articles saying that the kids aren't talking. So I'm wondering if, like, were they interviewed, but they decided they're not going to say anything? Because you can be interviewed and be like, I don't know anything. You know, I don't know.
Right. But that to me just seems, and I wonder if, and when they in finding the vehicle too, I wonder if they're going to find any possible foul play too. I hope not, but well, I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, we
the
don't
whole
know.
thing is
Yeah.
awful, but right, but you know what I'm saying? Could there be some foul play? Because I mean, it just seems so weird that people would be so quiet from that function that they were having, that party and stuff.
I think
I mean, I understand
part
they're a
of it,
great team.
right.
Or,
I think part of
yeah.
it is that the age thing, and I think the whole drug thing. And even though they said, "Oh, we're not going to get you in trouble for any of this stuff," I think because of the drugs, people are just, I don't know, they want to come forward. Maybe their parents don't even know, so they don't want their parents finding out. I'm not sure. Or they could have lawyered up too. Somebody said they lawyered up. That's possible.
That's what. Yeah, I kind of heard that too a little bit. Yeah, but I just had wanted to, comment about that because I just thought it was right prior to this and everything. Just the silence of the people at the party just seemed really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but then again, we don't know if, like, because I was wondering, because they said that they had gotten so many phone tips. So
Right.
I'm hoping and praying that maybe some of those phone tips were the young people, like, maybe knowing that they were anonymous in that way, saying something perhaps. I don't know. But
Okay. Well, yeah, thanks. Appreciate the call.
no problem.
All right.
Thank you for
All
hearing
right.
me out.
Sure. Of
I
course.
love listening to you.
Thank you.
Watching you.
Appreciate that.
No problem.
Bye.
No problem. Bye-bye.
Bye. I want to show the screenshot. Oh, somebody sent me this. And they're saying, okay, let me just show you guys this, and there's a bunch of calls now, so we'll take the calls. Let me just show you the screenshot because people are still wondering, like, from where the party and where was the party at and, like, the distance or whatever. And I got this on Twitter DM. Let me just fix this real quick. I want to, just for a second, I guess, I'm assuming they took this from Tyler's stream or whatever, but I guess the here to here, the Prosser, I believe this is the Prosser reservoir. So I mean, pretty damn close. It's weird. Phone ping near the water, then it went off. Yeah. Let me take the next call. 951. How you doing? Where you calling from?
Junior from SoCal.
Hey, Junior.
Yo,
What's
what
up,
big
bro?
dog?
How you doing? Long time, man.
I'm pretty good. I'm
been
pretty
a while.
good. Hell yeah, man.
What do you think
Yeah,
about
a
all
little
this?
hot minute. I'm just doing my freaking rest in peace, first of all, to the girl, man, for sure. It's unfortunate. I was gonna say, bro, I was dying. I'm old school, bro. I can only talk to you through the phone, and I was dying to tell y'all like why it flips over. Cars usually flip over. This is according to Adventures. So this is coming from the dudes themselves. I don't even know if you guys said it, but the motor.
Oh, the
Gravity
motor.
in the motor.
Okay.
Yeah, the motor will make it go forward, and then the air in the tires will have a little bit of buoyancy, obviously, because there's air still, but the max weight from the whole car still gradually makes it go down. So even if you back in, I don't know if you ever seen, bro. I know there's like a lot of videos. It scares me, bro, like burning and drowning. And I've seen videos a lot on like, World Star where people like go into the water and they're hella aware, bro. And,
That's
they
a
just
scary
end up
thought.
like in a ditch.
Yeah.
And like rally cars I've seen, they always flip over, and Adventures with a Purpose or whatever. The guy, shout out to them real quick.
Yeah.
They're real ones,
amazing.
bro.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking on it. Their technique is A1 for sure. But they showed a video of like a rally car freaking flying off a cliff, and then boom, those two dudes went straight roof first into a lake, and they started going quick, and they had to go over there and save their lives. But I'm gonna say gravity. Also, too, even if you flip over, bro, I believe gravity will push you to the farthest part of the lake. So if she backed in, motor's gonna go in. I don't think she backed in though. I think she was like just too fucked up. Real quick, bro, I want to say, bro, like my theory, bro, I try to think it think of stuff plain Jane. My theory is, bro, why they're not talking is I think they're scared, obviously. Like, I'm referring to the kids, but this younger generation, bro, they don't really know how to communicate. I'm not shitting on anyone, bro. I'm just saying, like,
Right.
you pick up 1990s kids or early 2000s kids like myself, like, we were different, you know. This, I think they like to call it, like, these younger generation. I don't know what they have, a couple words, but they like to say iPad babies, you know, like,
Oh yeah.
because that's a little general, you know, sum up. But I feel like these fools don't know how to communicate, so they're just like, it's not even, it's unusual to us because we know how to communicate. We're old heads, you know. We're not old heads, but, you know, we're
Yeah.
chill. We didn't grow up with the iPads, you know. And these fools, even if they did know how to talk, they don't really know how to communicate like the past years, you know. So that's my theory on why they're so quiet. They're probably like waiting for the dust to settle too. Like, let's just see what the forensics can figure it out, and if not, let's just not say shit. I feel like that's their vibe, you know. And they don't really communicate also, but the toxicology, you know, they're probably waiting for that shit. That's probably why the parents are saying, like, don't say shit until like a toxicology report comes out, you know.
Right.
But yeah, it's just sad. I seen you getting bombarded and shit, man.
Yeah,
cool
yeah,
that you
dude.
stayed up though, bro.
It was crazy.
And I was glad, bro. When I seen this, unfortunately, I was like, damn, bro. And I was like, that fool better make a update and apologize. But even if he don't, bro, I'm sure him seeing this makes him feel dumb as fuck. But besides that, fool,
right.
yeah, it's just unfortunate. I was gonna say, bro, for an example, real quick, my bad. I know
you're good. You're
going
good.
a little longer, but like,
Yeah.
I recall parties in my high school era, right? I remember we went to a party and there was older heads there, right? It's kind of like the Kiely. We were like the Kylies, you know. We were the younger ones, like by a couple grades. But right when we walked in the door, it was a memory that seared into my mind. And we had a DD, my friend. I don't even want to say his name, but he wasn't gonna drink, you know. But a drunk dude answered the door, or a pretty tipsy dude, you know, belligerent kind of, but funny. And he's like, all right, well, who's got the keys? You know, and that's the type of shit, like, I wish people were still on. You know, you can be drunk as fuck and still ask people for the keys. And my homie was like, nah, he's driving. He's the DD. He's like, nah, give me the keys, bro. I don't believe you. You know,
Right.
just to measure twice before you cut once, you know. And he's like, nah, bro, I'm not drinking. And you could tell that we were already a little fucked up, and he was obviously the sober one. And stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And I would say the battle buddy shit, bro. If you have a battle buddy, you know, you're going to be like, hey, bro, you're fucking backing up, bro. Watch out. It's the fucking lake, versus like you're by yourself and that shit happens. You know, it's so fucking important to always be with someone, man. Always, man. And I've been at parties too where I'm so fucked up, bro, where somebody will leave and I don't even give a fuck, bro. Like, just randomly. Not my friends and shit, but like, it sounds fucked up, but like, I'm so fucked up that I'm like, bro, I'm enjoying myself, bro. I don't want to have to worry about like that shit. So I can see from all angles. I always try to, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, Junior, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, appreciate the love and you being a friend of the channel and calling multiple times, man. I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, for sure, man. But I was like, the motor, bro, the motor.
I didn't know that. That's so interesting. Yeah. So does it always, most of the time it happens? So it'll happen while the person's inside? Like the vehicle will actually flip, like roll or flip over while the person's
that's a scary,
in the beginning part. So
that's
like,
a scary thing about those.
So you can get like disoriented.
All those videos I've seen over the internet.
Yeah.
Over the years, yeah, it like the tires. Adventure said it themselves too. Okay, once you enter the fucking water, bro, the clock is ticking, dog. And somebody who goes, oh, why don't you just break the window, bro? If you don't have a damn window shatter on hand in that moment, bro, like, and if you have it even on hand, bro, and the water starts going up the window, you know, it's almost impossible even with that little window shatter. So people are going, oh, why don't you just break the window? Like, that shit ain't happening. And but Adventures was saying right when it gets into the water, bro, like fully 360 in the water, the time starts ticking, and what the wheels are doing is the buoyancy, so it's slowly fucking flipping your ass over, you know. And if not, it's flipping you while you're almost submerged,
right?
And then boom,
that's crazy. I didn't know that happened. I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah.
And we all know how gnarly shit gets when you're upside down on top of that shit, you know, just sugar on top, like the worst scenario, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you're drunk too, like even worse scenario, bro. So hopefully she didn't suffer, dog.
All
and
right.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, bro.
I
appreciate
to the madness, bro. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, for sure. Get the other callers. My bad.
All right. Yeah, you're good, man. It's good talking to you, though. Take care, man.
For sure, bro.
All right. Peace.
Yeah, likewise. I'll tune in.
Later.
Peace.
So I don't know what exactly they're doing there. It looks like they definitely blacked it out on purpose so we wouldn't see. I think that's what was going on. 530, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Hello?
Hi, how you doing?
Oh, hey, I'm good. I'm Ty. I'm calling from Tahoe. I was just wanting to be quick. I just wanted to thank you for covering all this stuff. I know it got pretty crazy earlier in the
Yeah.
week, but good Lord.
Yeah, pretty nuts.
But you guys, of course always handle yourself so professionally, and it's just, we're always rooting for you. And I started following you
Thanks, man.
in the beginning of the Gabby Petito case, and
Right.
I just want to thank you, man. I really appreciate everything.
Thank you. Any
Yeah.
thoughts on
Thank you.
this situation with the car being pulled? Oh, he hung up. Okay, thank you for the call, man. 434, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Hi, Mel. It's Heffa.
Efa, ¿cómo está?
And Tampa. Oh, pretty good, pretty good. I wanted to just ask you a few questions. I want your opinion.
Sure.
What are we looking at here? Do you see the grass? Is that like high grass behind it? This looks like beach area, correct? Because my eyes are bad.
Well, this
Is this
I believe
kind
this
of like
is
beach area?
This is the Prosser Reservoir. It's like man-made, but it does look kind of like sandy or whatever it is right there. I don't know what's up on top.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. And behind it looks like a little bit of grass, whether it's high grass, meadow. But where is the actual concrete, driving concrete from the? Well, how did she get here, Mel? And by the way, rest in peace. God bless her family.
Right.
I hope they come to some kind of peace if they're on or listening. It must be terrible right now. I don't know what I would do if this was my child. But how did she get there? Well, look at all the way back. If you're looking at the same thing I'm looking at, that's quite a distance to drive into water.
It's pretty close by, though. It looks like. Oh, you mean like how far it is? But the
You're right. Well, looking back, like behind, where not when the men are, where the men are, behind them is even grassland. So, do you think she was just thinking she was driving on road? I mean, this is horrible. This is horrible.
It's really hard to say. I mean,
there we go. Look at that. That, and let me tell you something. That bitch that was on 3-4 days in a row talking about we did everything for 9,000 hours.
Ooh.
Right?
Oh no, I don't know. I wouldn't say that.
It was a red alert, breaking news for like 4 or 5 days in a row about what they did. What did they do?
It's really it is
odd.
Right
there, 100 yards away.
It is odd that it was right there. It seems like, and they had all this, I would think, manpower on it, and they didn't find it. These guys come in and boom. I mean, I'm not surprised that these guys found him because these guys are like, amazing from what they say and what they do. But I'm almost thinking if these guys didn't find him, it could have been a way longer time before we found Kiely. Could have been weeks, years. I don't know because I feel like they almost X'd this area out. I thought. Let me look at the map.
Someone just called me potty mouth. I know. I'm sorry. So, do you think she is even in the driver's side? We have no information.
I have no idea. No.
Do we know if she's actually the driver? Nothing.
No.
Okay.
No. I would assume, but we don't know. All right. Well, thanks for the call, Heffa.
Yeah.
Appreciate
All right.
it.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
We'll talk. All right.
Bye. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Bye.
Let me get let me get 2 super chats real quick, and then I'll get the next callers. A lot of questions, man. Very little answers, right? Where did I leave off at? Brittany Summers, thank you for the super chat. They say they pull the vehicle out intact and flip it on wheels once on land. If they try to do it underwater, they may break windows. If the windows break, there's chances to lose remains. Oh. Okay, I guess we're going to see. Divine, thanks for the super chat, says, thanks for all you do to bring awareness to these cases, Mel. Thank you. Mo says the boy, if that's how you say it, has a magnet, and the magnet is on the car. Oh. Steph Oni, thank you for the super chat. You're awesome. You're an awesome human. Thank you. Tracy, Doug, AWP is extremely meticulous when it comes to getting cars out, hooked up and pulled out. He takes charge with that. Slow process, tries not to bust windows, etc. Okay. So this is a really slow process, like you're saying, meticulous. They got to take their time. They don't want to damage anything. Kristen, thanks for the membership. Peace and Denise, phone ping near the water, and it was near the water, and then it went off. Sad. Caitlin, glad we can move on from the madness. Thank you for being you and always being so respectful. Rest in peace, Kylie. Thanks. Peace and Denise says, could she have fallen asleep? I don't know. Yeah. Katie, betting money that the other people and others will turn this around and say that you're making this about yourself. No, you made this about Mel. Shout out to you for always keeping the focus where it belongs. Thanks. Yeah, I'm moving on from that stuff. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't want to keep, it's just pointless. 469, how you doing? Where you calling from? Hello. 46.
Hey, Mel.
Hey, how you doing? Who's this?
Hey, sorry about that. This is Zach from Dallas, Texas.
Nice.
Just something I had seen. I don't know if you had seen this news report, but I believe it was this morning. AWP was being interviewed, and basically they said that they had received some information, and they couldn't really speak to it, but it wasn't public information that told them to really concentrate in that area.
Interesting.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if they had gotten a tip or where that came from, but kind of interesting. But was kind of wondering what your take is on the next steps here as far as the autopsy. I think is going to tell kind of the tale of this case, so to speak. I believe, just seeing alcohol levels, or if there was, illicit drugs in her system, particularly, maybe fentanyl or something, all the talk about the
fentanyl
cocaine stuff that was used.
Cocaine.
Yeah. But, just sorry to speak to you under these circumstances, obviously. Rest in peace to Kylie and her, prayers to her family. But just wanted to throw that out there, Mel.
Thanks,
appreciate all your hard work on this case.
Appreciate the call, man.
All right. Have a good night.
To answer what he's saying, and thank you for the call, man. Yeah, the next process, I'm not really sure. I would think, autopsy. I mean, I don't know, forensics. They're going to probably have to check the entire car. Kylie, toxicology. I wonder as well, what could she have consumed? Is it just alcohol? Or is it more than that? And hopefully they're able to find out the toxicology, like the levels, if there was drugs or substances or fentanyl and how much. See, they're changing angles, I think, on purpose, just to, in case something, because I think she's still in the car. From people are telling me they leave the person in the car. Keep everything intact, which kind of makes sense, I guess. It does. 647, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Hey, Toronto, it's JJ. How you doing, brother?
Hey, good. Welcome. How you doing?
Good, man. From the beginning, man, I just smelled foul play with this. I typed it in there, but you get millions of messages all the time. But yeah, you don't have kids going to parties and not pulling out their cams and stuff being put up to social media. When it's not, something's involved, right? This girl's from the area. She knows the area. She's not going to drive her car into a reservoir. Think about it, all right? So I'm pretty sure foul play is involved here, and it's going to come out. The same day, another girl in that same area overdosed on bad drugs.
Yeah,
coke or something else, and a big party comes out that next, at nighttime that same day. Something came to me too. I just felt it. People were involved, and when I seen her friend on the news go, "Look, everybody, you know who I am," and then she turned around and did a full 360, going, "Look at me, look at me." That's something that guilty people do when they know the victim is not going to be found, or they know what's going on. They're like, "Oh, look, my hands are clean." So yeah, I'm pretty sure when this comes out, they're going to find out she overdosed. She didn't drive her car in there. She was put in there, and some of the people that we might have seen on the news were involved with it. And family, when they say that they don't want the autopsy remains to be put out to the public if it did have drugs in the body, sometimes
That's what I was wondering.
where it is, what
could they do that? Could they be like, we don't want that released?
Yeah, in the States, 100%, depending on the state, they can keep it private. And other countries around the world, there's laws where they can't, depending on what city they're in and what country they're in, right? And I think it differs from state to state, too. I don't think it's a federal thing, right? So, yeah. But, yeah, I'm glad that AWP went out there, man. I've been watching these boys for years, Mel, like years and years, when they weren't even that popular. And as they've grown popular, they have to kind of watch what they say. But when they were just growing, me, everybody else, everyone who's in their chat is like, why didn't the police find it? They said they brought in searchers. They brought in professional divers. They said they brought in the military. Just constantly being repeated on every case that you see these boys pull out bodies for. And it's a given. When the police are questioned about it, their first response is, we only have our available resources. There's nothing we can do. We did a second search. We did honor the family again. Some even do 3 searches. So it shows the competency of what they're doing and what they're trained in. So people say not to blame the cops, but you got to put the onus on the cops. If you're going out there searching and it's not successful, and you can have guys who are YouTubers, who are just scuba diver enthusiasts, who have now become body recovery experts. If you can have these guys go out and find places like boom, 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 everywhere they go, Mel, every case they're on, they find them that day,
right here,
or within several days, right? And it fuels me up too, where I want to put the onus on the cops and going like, what's going on here? You guys got to pull up your slacks. And AWP will say the same thing. That's what needs to be done. They need better training. Their dive teams need better training, and they need to be trained by, people obviously like AWP, but like I said, they were scuba enthusiasts at first, right? Like just doing regular dives here and there, doing recoveries and things. And they'd started growing on their own. And once they started getting involved in the cases of recovering bodies, everything just flew like drastic. Everyone all across the country were asking them for help. I bet you they probably have 20 cases backed up right now where they took this one on specially just as a request, right? But yeah, I don't want to take up the line, man, but I'm pretty sure I'm just wanting to prep everybody. Like if you might not hear, if the parents already mentioned they don't want anything about drugs being released or anything about the autopsy, be prepared. You're not going to hear that. So if kids come forward and you find out some kids were involved and it was a cover-up, then you can put 2 and 2 together. But this young lady, I don't care how high or how drunk she was, even if someone rupied her, there's no way she's going to drive into the reservoir. My first instinct is my first instinct, brother, was someone put her in the reservoir. 4 boys. That was my first instinct. 4 kids, 4 boys.
Why 4?
Did something. And it just came to me, man.
Okay.
Out of the blue. I follow Jesus. I'm not like a religious guy, but I pray a lot. And I prayed as soon as I heard about this, prayed for the family. It's just what I do, right? And what came back was right away. She's in the reservoir, and she was put in the reservoir, and they're going to try and make it look like a car accident. I even typed that in your room, word for word, when I first heard about it. So, yeah, man, it's all glory to God she was found, and these boys that found her, it doesn't happen this quick. Normally these people stay hidden for years and years, and then it's the same story. They were only like right there. If the cops had looked harder, they would have found them right there, and the families get upset and mad. So some miracles might have happened to make this happen so quickly for her.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate the call and sharing your thoughts on this.
Yeah, brother.
All right.
And I didn't hear anything about the negative drama stuff, man. I just come in and check you out here and there on some of your cases that you've been doing for a while, right? So if anyone's dragging on you, man, just don't even feed it. It's like a fire, man. And everyone hears this, man. You ignore the haters, but you have to, man. You give any kind of reflection, even just talk about it. That's fuel for the fire, man.
I realize that.
Going.
Others.
You just ignore them and pray for them if you're one of God. You know what I mean? That's all you can do, man.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, brother.
All right. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. God bless you. Take care.
You too, man. See you, Mel.
See you.
Peace.
That was a nice call. You guys want the chat a little slower? I can do it a little bit more. I think after a certain while, slowing the chat's not going to help, but I can do it a little bit more. What, 50 seconds? It's already turned over. So it was turned over. Was it? I still think, and I'm going to take the calls after, but I still think, well, I don't know. I slowed it down a little bit more for you guys. You tell me how it is. I did 50 seconds. If you need more, let me know. It looks like it's still flying though. But it looks like it was already turned over, right? Oh yeah, and if you guys could help me out with the thumbs up, please, I'd appreciate that. We got 1,400 likes, 8,700 people. Please, that would be nice. 717. How you doing? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. How you doing? Pennsylvania.
Good. Pennsylvania. Welcome.
My name is Kevin. First time caller.
Welcome.
I just want to say first that it's horrible that they found her this way, but as a parent myself, I know that not knowing would probably be way worse. So I'm glad they did find her, because unknowing, that's probably just horrific. I couldn't imagine what they've gone through. So unfortunately, they found her, but I am glad they found her.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's got to be kind of weird because it's tragic, but then also you're kind of getting some sort of like answer to what possibly happened, even though there's still so many questions. And it's kind of scary to think too. Again, kind of like how they've been talking about that, like they've been searching this lake all this time. I thought, and then these guys come in and do it. So like, I don't know. I just wonder if these people didn't step in, Adventures with Purpose. Like, how much longer would they have just X'd this off and kept on moving somewhere else? Because they even downscaled the search, I thought. So it's just kind of scary to think about how many other cases are out there, how many other missing people are out there that like these people, looked in some area and they were like, oh, nope, not here. And then it's really just right there.
I completely agree with you because their training isn't thorough enough, to be quite honest. And so what happens is they search an area and they don't go back to it for weeks or months. And it gets missed even more because it's settled even more and you don't find them. And so I am glad that AWP stepped in when they did, because I don't think that she would have been found for years. Secondly, I want to say thank you. You do some hard work, especially for POCs of missing children. And
oh yeah, thanks, man.
The coverage is not there, and you do good work, my friend. So thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
And absolutely. Just to share my theory, which I kind of listen to a lot of true crime and past crime that were solved, and it's typically like Occam's razor. It usually, the simplest answer is usually what happens, and I've kind of agreed with you this whole time. She was in a body of water, unfortunately. So if you piece everything together, if there was a mass exodus around 12:30 and she texted asking her friend to make sure she got a ride, I wonder if something spooked the most of them. And she's 16. I think a lot of people forget that. She's only been driving for months, if not a year. And so with an experienced 1-year driver who is intoxicated and something scares them off and she speeds and hits a bump, she panics. I mean, adult drivers who've been driving for 30 years panic and hit the gas and not the brake. She hit a bump. She went through trees. She went in the water. And, as sad as it is, I think that last call to Sammy was her probably calling for help.
That's what somebody super chatted on the last live stream. And that was just kind of eerie to even think about the possibility of that. I don't know.
Yeah, with the water, and she probably wasn't strong enough to open the door.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that's true. You know what I'm saying? I would have thought maybe if that were to be true, I would think Sammy would say something. But just the thought of it is just kind of eerie. I don't know, because it was right after that. It was 12:33 supposedly that the phone ping stopped, and then supposedly at 12:36 she spoke to Sammy. So like, I don't know. Those are really close time frames. I mean,
exactly. I mean, something's going down at the party. They need to get out of there. And all of a sudden it's like, hey, do you have a ride? Because we need to get out of here. She says she does. So they all jump in the car. She goes. she hits the water, she makes a phone call, she gets submerged, and it stops pinging. And as far as like Sammy being in on this or something happened or whatnot, I mean, she was the last person to receive a phone call from her. Of course, she's going to feel guilty because she didn't pick up. I mean, it doesn't mean that she's guilty of something nefarious. It just simply means that she has guilt because a supposed friend of hers is no longer around and she maybe could have helped. So
right.
It doesn't necessarily have to be something evil.
All right, man. Well, thanks. Yeah, appreciate the call.
Thanks, Mel.
Thanks. Who's that?
Thank you, sir.
Who's that?
Who's that?
It's Kevin's wife. We've been followers.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
Totally bigger.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm a bigger fan than Kevin.
All right. Well, thank you guys for calling. I appreciate it. No problem. Thank you guys for watching and your support.
Absolutely.
All right. Bye. Okay, so I got more calls. Just letting you know. So they ended the live stream, and they put the tarp on, and it seems like they might have flipped it over, I guess, the car. I don't know how, or like maybe, I don't know. But it looks like it was already flipped. So, and there's a lot on my screen, so sometimes I'm not looking at the video that you're seeing. I'm looking at a bunch of different other screens and chat and all this stuff. 214, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Dallas.
Dallas, hey, welcome.
Hello. Dallas, Texas. How are you?
Good, how you doing?
I'm good. My name is Malika.
Malika, welcome.
Thank you. First thing I would like to say, I want you to start the 2 minutes because I won't go longer, I promise.
I could do 3.
First thing I want to say is thank you for being a gentleman throughout this entire situation.
Thank you.
I also would like to say I'm a mom of a 24-year-old daughter and a 10-year-old son. So I have a big difference. And so in this day and age, there's so much going on that the way I raise my daughter is different than the way I raise my son.
Right.
And, if God forbid, if something were to happen to my daughter like this, I wouldn't want to have to look at all these negative comments, not on your page, but just other pages. And I don't understand. That's a baby out there.
Right.
And people are so insensitive, and it hurts my heart, that I don't know. It makes me sad. But one other thing I wanted to say is that other guy was talking about the shatter for the window.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I bought one of those for all of our cars.
I've thought about that for buying that. Like for years, I've thought about it. I've just never done it. I still don't have one.
Yeah. Listen, it has like the thing to break the window, the thing to slice the car seat. I mean, the belt buckle.
Yeah. Where do you keep it?
And mine has one where just in the, like, in my door, like down on the bottom, like, is that, where that holder is? Like,
yeah.
You can, like, next to your left foot, it's like in the door.
Yeah.
And I keep it there in all the cars, and you're gonna laugh at me, but I went out and got glass, and I made my daughter practice. So I mean, you have to. I mean, that's
I need to get one of those. Yeah, there's a lot of shit I need to get now.
You can get them on Amazon.
Right.
Mine has a flashlight on it too, like an underwater flashlight.
Oh, okay.
Because if it's dark,
I've always feared that too. That's been one of my things in my head. Like, I don't know, somehow getting into a body of water while in a vehicle, and what you should do.
Especially nowadays, everything's electric. All the windows are electric. All the locks are electric. So, I mean, I think that because you can't kick it when you're underwater, you can't do anything.
Right.
So, and like the one I got, you just hold it up to it and it shatters it. You don't have to swing at it or anything.
Okay.
So they have them on Amazon.
Okay, thanks.
And I think that's a really good investment for everyone.
Yeah, I agree.
And I love your show. I won't take any more time. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate the call.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Nice call. Really nice call. And yeah, I agree. I've been. You know how some things you've been saying forever. That's one of those things I've been saying. There's a couple other things too that I haven't been saying for so long that I really need to do. So that's definitely kind of on the list. 601, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Picayune, Mississippi.
Hi, welcome.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I have a couple of questions, just yes and no, and please don't get offended, and rest in peace, Kylie.
Okay.
Do you know Sammy and Megs or no? You don't know them?
No, I've only been to California one time.
Okay.
I've never lived there. I've never worked there. I went to visit I think 2 months ago. I went for a couple of days for the first time, but I've never, besides that, I've never been there. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and yes or no, just was it determined what was that scratches on Meg's face, or did they not determine that, or that wasn't even discussed, or do you know?
I haven't heard anything about that. You talking about the interview that she did?
Yes, the
when
interview,
she's talking. Yeah, I don't know. People were talking about her face, and I just chalked it up to acne, but I don't know. I saw some people making comments about that.
I understand. I'm just asking. I'm true crime. You
Right.
got to get into all of it. But and was it determined that she went off the boat ramp, or no? She just went into the water, or we don't know yet.
We don't know, because I think it's just the very beginning of the investigation. So they're gonna have to. They're just pulling it out now. It's kind of odd that all this time they weren't able to see it. And then
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
that's about it. No.
Okay.
Oh, it is that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and I'll let you get to your other callers, and
Thank you.
have a great evening.
You too.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. 610. How you doing? Where you calling from?
Hey, Mel, it's Crystal from PA.
Hey, Crystal. Welcome. How you doing?
I'm well. So I do want to say rest in peace to Kylie. So young and so sad.
Yeah.
Second, I'm not surprised that you don't have a window smasher, because
I
seen
need
you
to.
in woods with just your hands.
Yeah. I really need to.
Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, I used to cringe watching you. Like, what are you doing? Don't touch that.
Oh, somebody's saying somebody said do not leave the window shatter tools laying in the car. And that's actually really support what Stefa said that, and that's a really good point. I didn't even think about that. It must be secured on a keychain or something during an accident, most likely thrown around the car. That's a great point.
Oh, yeah, that's very true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering though. Okay, so I know I've been reading something. There's no tracks whatsoever.
Let me look up.
Was, people searching.
Mm-hmm. Somebody, okay, this is, I think, a local said this. Okay, this is a super chat. Burner, thank you for the super chat. It says here, it's super hard. Packed desert tracks are light. It rained twice. Looks like crime scene tape on the left. Looks like bottom of a small hill. There was somebody else too that commented about the tracks. Okay. Somebody that was a local. Okay. I'm a local.
When they pulled it out, of course, it was heavier.
I'm a local. It's super hard dirt there. No tracks. It rained twice and she disappeared. That's what one of the local people say. Thank you, Verna, for the super chat. So maybe that's why, I don't know. I see a lot of people saying what you're saying. Like, what happened with the tire tracks? Like, did nobody see that?
Yeah, because that was a pretty long, drive to the water. I mean, and even so, if this is just, somebody gave her something or she took something, there's somebody responsible, maybe even parents need to teach their kids better. Like, she was a young girl. There's no way she should have been driving.
Right.
She was familiar with the area, but there's no way she should have been driving. So I think that there has to be something in that state or in that area where they really do, put something out for Kylie, where she's remembered with something of teaching kids that you don't let your friends drive drunk, because clearly they missed it here. Or on something. It could be, doesn't mean it's not on purpose. Somebody could have slipped her something knowing she was going to be so disoriented that there was no way she was going to drive right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's possible too.
Yeah, it could be anything.
And I just want to say, big ups to you.
Thank you.
Because you let somebody completely undermine you, and your character always shines through. So
thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you for being you.
Thanks. Take care.
All right, now.
All right.
Good night.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for the nice calls. Appreciate that. 405. How you doing? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry. Rebecca calling from Oklahoma.
Hi.
I don't remember who I was watching, but in the chat, someone that's from the area had said that from where they were, to the left was the highway, to the right was the boat ramp.
Okay. Let's see if I can pull up the
25
map.
years ago, 25 years ago, I got behind the wheel of my car, which was stupid, and I blacked out. I made a right instead of a left and ended up
Oh shit.
in a totally, yeah.
Are you the
in a
person
city
on
that
Facebook
I know like the back of my hand.
that posted that car? I saw somebody post a car in one of the groups. Are you that same person or no?
No.
Oh, okay. No, there was somebody else
No.
that told me that posted something similar, that they said like they blacked out, that it's possible to do something like that, and her car was completely like
Absolutely.
wrecked. So you passed out as well. You had an experience like that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I blacked out behind the wheel.
Okay.
It could happen. This is tragic. She's a child. But
Right.
sorry. I need to push pause on the video because
Oh, no, it's
I'm
okay.
hearing myself in an echo.
Oh yeah. Just listen to the phone.
Yeah. I pray that this was just a horribly tragic mistake and that these kids can learn from it versus it being something nefarious.
Right.
You know?
Yep. Hope so too. It's just, I don't know, some sort of accident.
Yeah. I just, love and healing energies to her family and everybody that loved her.
Well, thanks. Yeah, thank you for the call.
That's it. Absolutely.
All right,
Thank
take
you.
care. No problem. Bye.
Bye.
I'm wondering too, because I'm looking at the map. Is this by the ramp? I wonder where exactly. I'm still kind of. I think it's by the ramp. I'm still a little confused about the exact location. I mean, I would think it's by the ramp because of the road. Maybe somebody can confirm for me. I know we saw that screenshot earlier, but are they like right here? Like in this area? Oh, that's somebody else who's calling. You gotta call. Oh, the line's full right now. Let me keep going. 970, and let's keep 3-minute limits. 970, how you doing? Where you calling from? Not near the ramp? No?
Good,
Okay.
Colorado, James. This is James.
Hey,
Hello?
welcome in. How you doing?
Hey, good. Listen, Mel, you understand how fucking awesome you are?
Oh, yeah?
I've been listening to you since Gabby, okay?
Oh, thank you, man.
And I followed you because you are humble. You are just, you're great. And through all this adversity you went through
Yeah.
with this fucking case,
Yeah.
the maliciousness, the sinisterness, the theories, the insipid theories, and the rancorous heart of these other, they know who they are, the stupid thinking, you held strong, and it showed the character of each side. And you know what your character is? What I saw from you? Integrity. You have integrity, my brother.
Thank you, man.
My friend.
Appreciate
I think
that.
of you as a friend because you're fucking awesome. And listen, you're smart and you're mature for cleaving from this drama. Don't even engage it anymore.
Right.
Because that feeds each side. So I just want to, and I was praying for you through this because I was like, oh
Thank
my
you.
God, I hope this doesn't destroy him.
Yeah.
And that
It feels
the
like
other
that's
lady,
what they're trying to do.
yeah. But you're smart. Cleave from it. Don't even respond. You don't need. What you need is support to hear the people to support you because that strengthens you. Support from other people strengthens you. Right. And you're gonna get more strength from this. And the people in the forefront that support you more than the people in the background, just know that you have a lot of support, man. Okay.
Thank you.
The other lady that was getting shit from all those, the family, fuck off her. Anyway, the family, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Zanime, yeah.
I can't remember her name. Yeah. We need to go to her channel too and support her because maybe she's not as strong. Because
yeah, I feel
this
so
stuff,
bad for her, man.
this can destroy. Yeah, this stuff can destroy some people.
There's people that have killed
I think
themselves over stuff like that.
The iCkED Army needs to go over there and help her. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
So anyway, Mel, you're fucking awesome. Stay strong. Stay yourself. Stay
Thank you,
humble. As you are, you're awesome.
Thank
Peace
you,
out,
man.
brother.
Appreciate the love. Thank you. That was really nice. I honestly thought that was a troll for a second. Yo, I had the thing like ready to click. Yeah, if you guys want to go, you can let's get Zanime to 1,000, man. Can we do that? 1,000 subs? Show her to get her to 1,000, just so she can live stream when she wants. She got a whole bunch of nasty hate. You know, I'm not gonna keep going on about the situation, but like, yeah, she didn't deserve that. You know, I think they're still going on about her too. So I'm gonna put her. I don't know if it's in the description. Okay, it's not in the description. I'm gonna add her channel to the description. I'll plug it in. When you have time, either during this, if you're on a computer or something, or after, just check out the thing and just send a little bit of love. You know, because she's been getting a lot of nasty hate. Anime, and thank you for that really nice call, man. Okay, put that here. Okay, next call. The lines are like packed, bro. 209. How you doing? Where you calling from?
Hi, my name's Jeannie. I'm calling from Modesto, California.
Hi, welcome. And if you could turn me down in the background, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm calling. I keep hearing people call Adventures with a Purpose just YouTubers. They're actually not. They have been professional divers for many, many years before they became YouTube stars. They were doing this professionally. They have equipment that is sonar and worth millions of dollars, and it's a whole entire team. They have at least 20 people that they work with, and they're very professional. They've solved cases that were 30 years old, 82 years old. They have found people that were in water that were 200 feet deep because of the equipment they use. They're highly trained on this stuff. They know exactly what they're doing. The police department doesn't have this equipment. They're not trained in this. They're not professionals in it.
Right, right.
So when they go out, they're just kind of looking at little surfaces and kind of trying to feel around. And when you go out into these lakes and these little areas that they're looking in, like where they found her car, when you go in there, people forget that you move around the ground and it becomes absolutely muggy. You cannot see within 3 feet of your face. So with them, they have this equipment that can actually see where a car is actually shaped in the ground, upside down, or facing forward or something. And they can actually pinpoint where the car is and see it. And
yo,
so,
you guys are amazing. Is Anime's over 1,000 already?
Yeah, it's you know, they know exactly what they're doing. For a police department to get this, they would have to hire people like them, and you know, that's much more than cities can afford, because these people would be, you know, highly trained, and they can't just take, you know, ordinary people off the street and do this. So they're not just YouTubers.
Right.
These are people that are professionals.
I appreciate you clearing it up, yeah.
They're amazing at what they do.
Thank you. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've always heard of them, and I heard that they're great, but I've never like sat down and like read an article about them really, or that much until now. And just to see it happen like in person, I think it's just a lot of more people are going to be aware of them. And it's just kind of amazing. It's like, holy crap, these guys are something else. To just come on to the scene like that, like weeks later, and just be like, boom. You know, but somebody called in saying too that there might have been some sort of tip too that kind of led them more specific to that area. But regardless, that's still amazing, you know?
Yeah, well, 8 months ago, they solved a case that was 84 years old. They found a woman, Natalie Moses, who has been missing for 84 years in the water.
Wow.
You know, so, I mean, they can find somebody that's been there for 3 days or they can find someone that's been there for centuries.
True.
And they'll come across 12, 13 cars before they find the one they're looking for. You know, people don't realize that there's more automobiles and trash and garbage and things in our water systems than there actually is. So, you know, it takes a while for them to find them, but you know, they'll attach a little metal thing to the top with a balloon, and they'll go back and they'll send a diver in, and you know, they'll literally take the license plate off the car and then run it and see if it's from a missing persons case or something else. And then they have their own tow truck drivers that, you know, they'll call in and have the car. They can flip a car under the water with a tow truck.
Okay. I didn't know that. Oh, maybe that's what they did then.
In towing, and you can actually rig it to where it will flip it slowly underneath the water.
No, somebody said they were 84 years old. Okay. All right. No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that. They weren't missing for 84 years. They're saying the person was 84 years old is what they're saying, the chat.
Yeah. But it's, you know, I mean, Carrie Mae Parker was missing for 30 years, and they found her 7 months ago.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for the call. I appreciate it.
So
thank you for
clarifying. I've been watching
that.
them from the start when they were just, you know, gathering and going in and diving and getting just guns out of the water and things like that. And so, you know, it's been amazing to watch them, you know, grow as a YouTube. But also, people keep saying, you know, how could she have gone that way? Well, you remember, it's late at night, it's midnight, there's no lights out there.
Right. Oh, of course, yeah, it's probably dark and stuff.
She couldn't see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's impaired. So on top of that, with darkness, and she's young, new driver, and teenagers don't pay attention to each other when they're at a party. Really, you know, when you're at a club or something, you're not paying attention to this person or that person or what they're doing or if they're going to drive home or not. You know, it's the same thing with teenagers. They're more involved with themselves and what they're doing at that moment.
Thanks. I'm sorry I have to, you know, because there's a bunch of people.
I'm just glad they found her.
Right. Thank you.
Rest in peace. And thank you for everything.
Thank you so much. All right. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
I don't like to do that, but yeah, because the phone lines are full, we have to we'll try to stick to 3 minutes, but thank you for the call and explaining that. 716, how you doing? Where are you calling from? Oh, we got another. Oh, they announced it. Okay, hold on. Hi.
Okay.
Go ahead. Well, give me 1 second. Hold on, because I think they made an official announcement now. Okay, so here we go. Legacy posted this. And it's a post from Placer County Sheriff Office. This afternoon, we were notified by a volunteer search group, Adventures with Purpose. They have found a car and a body in the Prosser Reserve. So confirmation on that, even though, you know, it was already kind of confirmed. The Nevada County Sheriff's Office, Placer County Sheriff's Office, FBI, and allied agencies are at the scene to investigate the findings. The identity of the decedent has not been confirmed. This is a developing situation. We will provide updates when we can. There will be a press conference tomorrow at 11 a.m. Okay? It's Cali time. So, interesting. Maybe tomorrow they'll make the official announcement. And by the way, for the people that are watching, this live ended. They cut off the live feed. I'm just kind of showing it while we talk. So, for whoever missed it, kind of interesting to see. And, okay, go ahead, caller. Sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. A few callers before me, you were asking about if she was the one with the car that was posted online. Were you talking about a red car?
If what?
The crash that was not posted online in that one group, was it red? Because I posted when like a decade ago.
Okay. Sorry.
I drank too much.
There was a red car. Yes, it was a red car on Facebook that I saw, and I was like, damn, I wonder what happened.
Was me.
What?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened?
I mean, you can just drink too much and then you just don't remember anything. And I really think that's what happened with this girl. thought she was okay, and then obviously she wasn't, just drove off. That's what happened with me. I don't remember anything. My car went down a ravine. I smashed into a tree, which thank God I didn't hit anyone. And yeah, the only way they found me was OnStar set out a signal, and it was like a general area, and they found me from their headlights and the smoke from my car. But I don't remember anything. I just drank too much and thought I could drive. But yeah, sadly, I just think that's.
And that was just from drinking. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never blacked out, but like, yeah, there was times where there was one time I've told a story before where I was with friends and I was under the influence and I was at somebody at their house and I literally walked out without, this was like a long, long time ago, but I walked out without my shoes, without my phone. The only thing I had on me was my keys. And when I go out to the car, to the driveway, I couldn't even open the door. I couldn't even open the car door. And my friend literally takes my keys, like, here you go. He helps me, knowing that I messed up. And he's like, all right, see you, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, it's not that surprising sometimes when I hear stories like this. It's messed up. Friends shouldn't do that. I mean, ultimately, I feel like it's my responsibility, but if you have a friend, like, maybe you shouldn't let them go, you know? And then I lived like 10 minutes away from that place. I drove around for hours. I literally lived, I drove around probably for like 2-3 hours. I didn't know where I was at. I was just confused. Thankfully, nothing happened, you know? But that was just one of those things I always remember that time. Like, damn, like some people will just send you on your way, you know, even though it's your responsibility, you know, I'm not trying to blame it on anybody, you know, but I've seen and heard of situations like that.
Too.
Yeah.
They're not even thinking straight, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel so bad for this girl, Sammy. Sadly, she's going to live with this for the rest of her life.
Right.
She's always going to be like, what if?
Mm-hmm.
You know? But, yeah. I just wanted to call in, so it's so easy to happen.
Thank you.
Especially her being young, not knowing her limits, nothing, you know?
Right.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate the call.
Yeah.
All right.
No
Bye. Yeah, the lines are full right now, guys. That's what I'm going through. I don't like to, is a 10 call max because then it's going to take forever to get through everybody. 323, how you doing? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Los Angeles. How you doing today?
Hey, welcome. Good. How you doing?
I'm good. I just wanted to come in and say, I just feel like I'm 21 myself. So when I was 16, 17, we was all getting high. You know, everybody young gets high, gets drunk, does stupid stuff. But yeah, for sure. When I was younger, when I first started indulging in that type of activity, I definitely caught myself blacking out one time, getting in a bad car accident.
Really?
Coming home from a long drive. Yeah.
So you were driving?
It was like a 2-hour drive. Yeah, it was like a 2-hour drive back home, and I just couldn't stay out because my mom was like, "You gotta come home," so I had to go back home regardless, and I didn't want to be like, you know, Mom, I'm all jacked up. So I just went home and blacked out, got in an accident, you know, survived. But, you know, given this case, it kind of is the same thing. You know, you just out being irresponsible, being young, being kids, and not really thinking what could happen long term. You know, it just happens. And then once it happens, it's just over. And I feel like a good teaching point would be for parents to really teach their kids around being in their inner circles, to make sure if you're really that person's friend, if you're to be around somebody, make sure you always have their best interests at heart, because you never know what can happen. You never know what can happen down the line. You don't know if they can get hurt or you can get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, you know, teaching each other and always having each other's best interests at heart at the end of the day is always going to keep, you know, situations like this tapered down. But I just wanted to come in and say that.
Right. No, thank you. That's and thank you for sharing that experience, man. That's crazy. Crazy, man.
Yeah, it was
glad you're alive. Nobody got.
Man,
did you get injured and stuff?
Couple broken bones, but we're all good, man.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for the call, man.
All right, thank you so much, man.
Appreciate it. You too. It kind of made me think of, you guys remember that too? We were talking about that nurse. Wasn't that nurse? How many people did she kill? Was it 6? That crazy car accident in Los Angeles. What was her name? Nurse Killed six in car crash. You guys remember that video? I can't even play that video because they restrict the thing. I mean, that car was flying. I still don't know exactly what happened with her. And apparently she had 13 prior wrecks before that. And that's Los Angeles, Nicole Linton. You guys remember that? That was crazy. And that was recent. 917, how you doing? We're calling from.
Hey, I'm calling from New York.
Hey, welcome, man. How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'm good. First off, I want to say props to the dive team.
Yeah.
And the person that tipped the dive team off to where the car could be. It looks like that car was going fast enough to get a little ways out there. So I'm assuming the gas pedal must have been down, or there must have been some acceleration on that gas pedal.
You know what somebody had told me too, while you're saying that? Somebody, I forgot who it was. They said, and I don't know the mechanics of this. Maybe somebody can speak on it. But like when you're going forward and you go into the water, that car is just probably going to go forward for a little bit because I guess it's floating and stuff. So for a little bit.
Yeah, true. And it's amazing how fast the dive team found that car. There's some families that go years and years and years without knowing where their family members are.
Yeah.
But in this case, they found those dive team people. I also wanted to say some of your critics, I'm not going to say names, but they're wrong. I've seen them be wrong in the past.
Yeah.
But they did have a good point with the video that this anime lady had. That could be useful to the cops of the party next door. And this Ronnie person's cousins witnessing someone follow this girl around, that could very well be useful to the cops as well.
Wait. Following who around? Can you say hello? Oh, he hung up. Okay. That video that people keep obsessing about, that was a public video. I guess people don't realize how Snapchat works. It's everywhere. Anybody can get it. It's accessible. And it was already submitted and reported. And with a lot of the things that people keep saying, all this shit was already submitted and reported. And the law enforcement was complaining about duplicate entries. So, I mean, I don't know how many. I understand why there's duplicates, because you have to apparently keep telling people the same thing over and over and over. And I get it. It takes time for things to spread around. But, like, there's nothing. I know people are hung up on that video. It's just. And that looked like that was during the day. It looked like a family barbecue or something. I don't know what that was. It was just like or was it at nighttime? I thought the one I'm thinking of, I don't remember. I think it was during the day. I don't know, but whatever it is, that was already submitted. 775, how you doing? We're calling from.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, this is Verna. I did the super chat earlier. I'm local.
Hi.
Here in Reno.
Oh, yes, the
And we've
local.
gone camping up there. Yeah, we've gone camping up there many times, but the tracks, it's super hard packed dirt, and the stuff that looks like grass is just sagebrush.
Okay.
So it kind of springs back. But it's rained super hard twice after that, within like days of when she went missing. So it probably would have covered up just about anything.
Okay, so that you're saying that the way the land is up to your local, the way is that like sand or just dirt kind of, like, do you know what?
It's hard packed dirt. It's
Hard
desert.
packed dirt.
Super
Okay.
hard, because it was underwater and the water level receded.
So those tracks aren't
So it's
really easy
literally
to
like
see,
cement.
and it's also rained twice.
No. Yeah, and hard enough to have like mini, flash floods here.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, but there's a couple things. I don't know if you can go back to the video, but there's
Yeah.
a couple things I noticed that was kind of interesting.
Sure.
Can you go back to the video right at the end where they
Sure.
just started pulling her out?
Okay. Let's see.
I can't see it, but
I'm gonna.
like when her windshield comes out, you can kind of see her airbags. I know you were kind of pointing that out. It looks like her airbags in the front of the car, and the top looks kind of smashed down there. And then, like, a little bit further, when they start bringing that big black, when it pans out and it starts bringing that big black, like, FBI truck, I don't know if it's for the body or whatever, you can see, like, a square of crime scene tape down at the bottom of this little hill to the left.
Okay.
It's like a square. And that black vehicle doesn't pull down that direction, so I have a feeling that it's a hill. So it looks like she might have gone off that little bit of a hill and maybe left some evidence at the bottom where that crime scene tape is.
The crime scene
you
tape.
See that square?
Trying to look for the. Oh.
Yes, to the left of her car.
Oh, this thing here. That's what they use this for, to, like, I think for privacy. I thought for the body. I thought that's what that was, isn't it? Because I've seen them do
not
this.
the screens.
Not
It's
the
to
screens?
the left. It's like 3 people standing there. Yeah, and it's like a taped out square, quite big, bigger than a car.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Kind of
Oh,
blurry.
yeah. I see it now.
Yeah.
Oh.
And when that black car comes down, it doesn't go down that way because I believe at the hill we have a lot of really, because the waters are seeded. So it used to be a hill there.
It's a good catch.
So I have a feeling she might have went off that hill and maybe fell and, flipped.
Oh, I see. We're going to review now. Well, this kind of does, I don't know. Doesn't this look like kind of like the ramp area or no? This is not the ramp area they're saying? I wonder what.
No, it's not the boat ramp. No, but you can go in with a boat there because the dirt's hard enough. But if she went down that hill
maybe,
and
okay,
flipped,
so
that
you
could
know
be
what?
why her airbags went off.
So is it over here? I think this is the area. Is it down here? You guys in the chat tell me, is it this area then?
I can't do it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like a square that they crime scene taped off, and there's like 3 people standing there.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you go straight above it, that big black truck right before it cuts off starts coming down the hill.
Right. Okay.
And they
No?
they don't use that part where they could definitely drive down if it wasn't a hill. So I have a feeling that's a hill.
The ramp is behind.
But we put our jet skis and everything in just about anywhere there. It's hard enough to where you don't sink in. You don't really need a boat ramp with that little water.
Right. I'm trying to see exactly where we'll have to have somebody.
You see people standing. That's got to be a little hill, and she probably missed. And then the current, when it shows the current, it's going the direction of where her car was, so it might have pushed her a little ways over. It's only got to be 20 feet.
All right. All right. Well, thanks. I appreciate
But it's black out there, so I could see where she might have gone off that hill and not be able to stop.
Okay. Well, thank you for the call. Appreciate it.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. I think somebody sent me the thing here. Trying to open this picture. All right, let me take the next call. I suspended the new calls for now. I just want to catch up and get through everything. 347, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Staten Island, New York.
Hi, welcome. How you doing?
Good. How are you? I'm not gonna go off like conspiracy theories or anything like that. I have family that work in law enforcement. They're probably not going to remove her body until they bring it back to the police where they keep the cars because they want to keep the evidence intact. Now, when she went in, I think still Sammy has something to do with this. Leading up to it, I'm sorry, my best friend's missing. I'm gonna cry. There's gonna be no laughing, no smiling, no nothing, no, just let her keep talking because she's gonna talk herself. I think something bad happened. The cops will know if she drove into that lake or if the car was in neutral.
Right. That's a good point. Sorry.
That means that she was pushed. That's okay. That means that she was pushed in. So you can excel and then the car will float out and then start to sink.
That's what somebody
So
told
it
me
will
too.
take it out that. Yeah, they will take it out that far, and then they also can tell in the engine if there's like water. If the car was running when it went in the water, it will ruin the engine block. So I believe that this is going to be like an investigation that's going to take a while to come out. Not saying that she went in there on drunk and just missed it. They're going to take all the evidence. They're not going to remove her body until they bring her back to the place, because they want to keep all the evidence in place. And I just have one question. If I'm a teenager, when I was a teenager, we didn't have phones. But when I'm a teenager, how many pictures do teenagers take at parties of themselves within 10 minutes?
Yeah, a bunch.
So
I would be
if
taking a
there's
bunch.
300 exactly. So if there was 300 people at that party, there's got to be 10 selfies per person and pictures of everything. So I don't know if that was turned over to the cops or whatever, but teens document their lives completely. It's like everything's on the internet. And you know what I'm saying? I just think Sammy is acting very funny, and I'm not going to let this go until I know how that car was in neutral, if the engine block was seized because it went in the water, or if somebody pushed it, because the phone pinging and the text messaging and everything leading up to it is just shady. It's just shady to me.
And they should be able to check that too, like you're saying, what gear or whatever it was in. I'm sure they could check the car's computer or whatever and find some of those details
out. And exactly when they're pulling her out, they can tell if it's in neutral. You know, I don't think if they did push her in. Yeah, I don't think she's a smart enough teen to think of something like that. Could it have been an accidental overdose that they got scared and pushed her in and didn't know what to do? I've seen that happen. I live in New York City. There's like 20 overdoses a day, you know, and people are getting in trouble for leaving their friends behind. So
I mean, I've
cover up or
I've heard of messed up stories too. I had one of my friends that works at a hospital. He was telling me too, like it happens a lot where these kids just dump their friends off at the entrance of the ER or whatever and just leave, you know?
Yep, they leave them there, or they'll leave them in the house and run out. Like I had a good friend of mine who passed away of an overdose, besides my cousin who accidentally overdosed, and they just left them in the house for 5 days. So it's crazy. So I just don't think it could be an accident to me, but I was thinking more of that Skylar Niece case when her two best friends took her out in Blacksburg and they stabbed her to death. And I was thinking that this was going to be the outcome of it. I didn't think you had anything to do with it. I just think people clout chase on YouTube and do all that stuff. I felt so bad for you.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Like I wanted to fly to wherever he was and kick his ass. I mean, I know he's got to follow me. Nothing wrong with that. But the proof you're going off of is hearsay.
Right.
You know, it's all hearsay. You know, you're making up. You brought in this Ronnie guy for no reason. Like, I'm sorry. I don't see anything or have anything to suggest Ronnie has anything to do with this. I look at Sammy and see something different.
All right. Well, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate the call.
All. Absolutely. You stay up and you keep sending those positive messages.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are amazing.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
You're welcome. Have a good night, huh?
You too. Good night.
Bye.
I mean, I'm glad there's some sensible people out there. I'm still leaning towards accident, but yeah, I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's still a lot that has to happen and things that we have to find out. And there's super chats I gotta catch up with, but I want to try to catch up the calls. 865. How you doing? We're calling from 865.
This is me?
Yes.
I'm
Hi.
from Knoxville, Tennessee.
Hey, welcome. How you doing? And try to listen to me on the phone if you can, because there's a delay on YouTube.
Okay. But no, did anybody ever figure out if her windows were down?
That's a good question.
Because see, earlier it looked like one of the detectives was like reaching in to like straighten up the steering wheel to like back the car up straight. So it looks like her windows were already
It does look
down.
like he's kind of reaching in or something.
Yeah, it's like he was reaching in to like straighten up the steering wheel, because you know you can't pull a car straight, you know, when the wheels like turn to the left or something. which also kind of makes sense the wheel being turned because, like, let's say someone put like a big heavy brick or something on the gas pedal, or
They're
someone put it
saying
in neutral and let it roll.
they're saying the windows were up.
When the car's not being, what is it?
They're saying the windows are
The
up.
windows were up.
That's what the chat is saying.
Because it looked like he was like reaching in to like straighten up the steering wheel. And another thing too is like when the windows are up, if you've ever seen floods, they kind of float on top of water for a little bit before they sink. I mean, it slowly fills up, and then the coldness of the water would wake anybody up that's passed out. I mean, I've had friends that's like OD'd on like all kinds of drugs and everything, and as soon as I throw like cold ice water on, I mean, they come to. She would have felt the water, and it would have woken her up. So it's like she was already gone.
Well, the thing with that,
her body did not react.
Well, I mean, it could be anything, but the thing with that too is that, like, let's say just if that was the case, like the other people said, if you don't have that glass shatter thing, it's pretty rough to get out of the car. Let's say either if she was sleeping or she was awake, and even if she was woken up by the water, like to get out of that vehicle without being able to break the windows, it's probably gonna be tough.
I just pray for a family, and another thing too is everybody out judging everybody. Everybody needs to stop pointing their fingers and saying this person did that person did that, because no one's going to know the truth until it's proven guilty or not. So everybody needs to stop judging everybody else and the whole world about this.
That's true.
Let the cops and detectives do their job.
Right. She's found now, so I mean.
All right, thanks, iCkEdMeL.
Thank you. Appreciate the call.
All right, you're welcome. Bye.
Life Rewinded in the chat, and thank you for that call, Tennessee. The open windows to drain the water. I guess you meant to say they open windows to drain the water as they're pulling it naked. I gotta find out. Somebody sent me a video from Adventures with Purpose, but somebody to Crystal Dawn. What to do? Car sinking in water, only seconds. Yeah. Oh, YouTube that. Okay, got it. Adventures with Purpose has a video, but I don't want to play the video if it's gonna they're gonna strike it or something, But there is some educational videos online, right, that we could see. Oh, okay, I see it. So let me take the next caller and then we'll watch this. Well, there's 4 more calls total, so now we're gonna have 3 after this. 832, how you doing? Where you calling from? The water pressure too, Homer, right?
Yes, hi.
Hi.
This is Lacey calling from Houston, Texas. I had watched a video on Adventures with Purpose. I think it was like 5 days ago. And if I recall correctly, they said they had been called in by law enforcement, but they would not name the agency that they were called in by.
Oh.
Now, I do know a few months ago, they did go to a convention, an FBI convention, and they were actually doing training for the FBI. So I don't know if that's why they're keeping it under wraps by, as to what agency they were called in by. But I do know that they were called in, from what I understood from the video, they were called in by an agency. And I don't think they were directed to that particular body of water, because I know they've been there for 2 days and they searched many bodies of water, and that was like the second to the last body of water they were there to search that they found her in.
Okay.
So that was what I gathered from everything that I was reading and the maps and stuff that I was looking at. And another thing, Adventures with Purpose, I've been following them since the very, very beginning, and they typically focus on cold cases. And the reason that they've always explained that is because when a car goes into the water, and it's considered fresh, it does not read on sonar like as in the shape of a car. It takes months for it to show up as in the shape of a car. So like if they go over a car that's only been in the water for days, weeks, maybe a few months, they said that it will show as just bright flashes. And so I know everybody's coming down really hard on LE for, they've been searching this water, and looking for this car in water and searching it, and they haven't found it. And I think that it's just they don't have the training for it. Whereas Adventures with Purpose kind of knows what to look for. I mean, they do this every day, so they know what to look for. So someone, who doesn't do this, they're going in there and they're expecting to look on sonar and see a car when that's not what you're going to see on a car that's just been in the water for a few weeks.
Okay.
Right. So I think that there's some misunderstanding with people on that as to what you would see. And then last point is on the window breakers. I have one in every one of my vehicles. I purchased them from Adventures with Purpose.
Oh, okay.
They're on their website. They have the window breakers. They have the seat belt cutters that'll cut your seat belts and your car seat belts. They have some very good instructional videos on their YouTube that shows you how to use them correctly, where to hit the window at to get the best result. So I would advise everyone to go watch those videos, because when I got mine in the mail, I would not have known where to hit the window at. Like, I would have thought, like, hit the middle, and that's totally in the wrong place. So I would advise everybody to go watch those videos. I live in Texas. I live near a lot of water. I have small children in car seats, so it's very helpful to watch those videos.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate that, Cole. I need to get one of those too then.
Okay, not a problem.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Okay, 2 more callers, and then we can get to the chat. I've been told, I'm trying to figure it out, the exact location, and it kind of looks, let me tell you. Let me just show you this. Neji sent me this map. And let me see. What did he say he thinks it is? Or Najee, sorry, Najee. Look at the curved road. You know why I say, so, okay, there's 2 things. I don't know if I should do a poll on this. Let me show you the picture first. I'm looking at the video image there. And then let me just open this map too. Is it the one on the bottom here or the top? To me, it almost looks, I was thinking the bottom at first, but I think it actually, the people that are saying the top, I think it might be the top actually, because I'm thinking of like this little cut in here with water. That's kind of what we have going on here, almost like a little cut with water. Bottom, top. Which one is it? Do a quick little poll. Same bottom. Location. Watch it be like 50-50. That'd be nuts. Top, bottom. Okay, let me take the next caller in the meantime. Okay, and thank you for holding. 937, how you doing? Where you calling from?
937?
Yes. Hi, how you doing? Thank you for holding.
Oh, hi. I'm Support with Steffa, and I am calling from Ohio.
Oh, I've seen you in the chat. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. So I just have a couple things and I'll do it fast. Okay. I think she was driving. I really don't think that they would be able to get the speed that they needed if somebody was pushing her or trying to use a brick to get her down there. I really don't. I think it would. I think it's an accident, but of course that's just my opinion. But I think what happened is because it's almost like a cliff. I was looking at it from Google Maps, and it looks like a cliff, like so, like she would bounce and then hit, I almost said concrete, the rocks, and then go and then hit another set of rocks, which would have given her the momentum to get out there far. And then I think AWP said it takes about 15 minutes for it to submerge. So there's that as well. So that I think that's, people are thinking that how did she go over that sand area? But I don't think that's how she got in. I think it was right from the ledge of where she, being drunk, went to the left too much, went to the left and just went on down. And that is my opinion. And when they're pulling them up, they make a plan. Somebody goes down, checks the car, sees what position they're in, and then they use the balloons that you see them pull up. They'll put more, so if they're turning them, they will use more air in one area so that they can flip it underneath. So it's easier for them to get out. So that was pretty cool. And the guy that is running it this time, I can never think of his name, Patrick. He's got the beard. Do you know who that is?
Oh, yeah. I've seen the guy with the big beard. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So when I first started watching them, he got into it because he was the tow truck driver. And so he wasn't even into diving. And so Jared, the guy that started ADP, he trained him. So he has Jared has really made an amazing business by training people throughout the country to do this. So there's like chaos divers, and they do a lot, like in my area in Ohio. They're just try to plant them in different places. But Jared encourages, and I don't know if there's any fishermen in here that have sonar when there's like people looking for people, like if so and so is in this area, pinged in this area, and checking like the local lakes or ponds, and getting with one diver, and people pairing up that way, because you can use just regular sonar that you would use for fishing, because that's what that is. It's just very sophisticated, and they get a lot of it, like comes at 3 different angles. But you could do it with just a regular fisherman, and that he tries to say that in his videos so other people can start finding bodies or cars. So
okay,
that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. Makes sense. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, you have a blessed night.
You too. Bye. Nice little explanation there. I'm doing a bunch of stuff behind the background. Try something else. Okay, next caller, 248. How you doing? Where you calling from?
Hi.
Hi.
This is Lorette.
Hi, Laura. Welcome.
I'm calling. It's Lorette. I'm calling from near Detroit, Michigan.
Hey.
And I've been watching you for a while now. I got interested in the YouTube investigations that you guys go into, really good professional depth. I started with the Chris Watts thing, but now we're here, and I really was taken aback because I had been searching all day for any news about Kiely, and I went up to the corner store and came back, and all of a sudden it's everywhere that they found her. I am so glad they found her. It is good for the family to know. I do feel like it's kind of crazy, this whole case, and it goes back to a whole lot of things. online or in books or movies or documentaries where, you know, they involves the FBI and what they look for, and how like a fire starter will be in the audience watching the fire, and people who interject themselves into the investigation almost always have something to do with it. Seems like they could be into the investigation that far now. And, you know, I don't want to slam anybody, but there are a lot of conflicting stories coming out of the friends, the ex-boyfriend, and for her to wind up where they found her is a little odd, since she's from the area and she's been there probably countless number of times for other get-togethers as a party or even just with friends. It looks like that's kind of a beach area that receded away, and like there's a drop-off at the end of it, how you can kind of see in the water. All of a sudden then it gets real dark, and that's most likely where they found the car, was at that drop-off. It's crazy. I'm still
it's weird.
Taken aback by it. You know, it's like my mind still hasn't caught up with everything that's going on and watching your show tonight. And I thought, well, maybe I'll squeeze a call in here. And
yeah, no, thank you for calling. Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, I thank you for your research and how you've gone into this and portrayed yourself around other circumstances. And like I said, I flip through, and it's like I kind of see them all, but I always come back to Mel. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. And that's all I wanted to say. I'll call back another time.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate the call.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Damn. All right. Let me play this video on Twitter. They gave me this link. Legacy had posted this. I guess this is from the group Meta. It feels weird calling Facebook Meta. One of Kylie's Meta groups. Meta. Then you. I don't know. Whatever. I thought y'all would want to see this happen. All right, let's check it out.
Here comes the rig. Here it comes. Here comes the tow truck. Ready?
Yeah.
I'm about to see if it's... Now I'm going to give it up.
But who arrived just before? More cops? More sheriffs?
I don't know who they are. People. Bodies. Tow truck's coming. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
That's not the tow truck, is it?
Yeah, it is. It's a flatbed tow truck.
Oh, I see it now. Sorry.
You're welcome. Thanks for reporting.
So that red.
Yo, the chat is amazing, man.
Right there, that I can't even get closer to anymore.
Yeah, she got a hell of a voice. Not a bad way, but I was like, damn, it's seducing me.
And there's a refrigerated morgue truck over there.
Yep.
Adventures with Purpose left because they've obviously completed
Yep, there it is. It's reported.
their purpose.
It's on ground news.
Yeah, it's finally been confirmed by law enforcement on the local news. Now we just wait to see if it was an accident or not.
Oh man, they're bringing the truck down. They're not even waiting.
They're gonna bring that car out right now, yeah. Yeah, you gotta get it out before more time goes by and less evidence can be procured.
Okay. So the lines are closed, but I can call some people directly. And if there's any other updates, by the way, so tomorrow, because people were wondering about this, I'm gonna be probably on Discord chilling tomorrow, watching this with everybody, and then maybe we can talk about it after. But in case you didn't know, Adventures with Purpose did set up their live for tomorrow. Okay. So I'm gonna put the link in the description. You know, whenever you have time. It's 12 p.m. my time, so that's after the press conference. The press conference is at 11, so we'll be here at 11 for the presser, and then we can dip out. I don't think I'm not gonna even try to stream their stream. Let them have it. But I'll probably just jump on Discord and we can hang out in voice or something and watch the Adventures with Purpose. Let's see, computer's acting funky. Here we go. Adventures with Purpose live. And again, thank you for the people that subbed to Zanime just to show her some love. That caller, really good to bring that up. Just to give her some love, because she was just, it was so horrible how she was done. By multiple people too. Not a lot of people. I'm just really shocking. But yeah, we got over 1K, so that's really nice. I'm happy about that. So she can do, I think whenever they enable it, she can do live streams. And then this is tomorrow, 12 p.m. So I'll send I'm not even subscribed. Oh. Notify me. All right. You're not subscribed. So, and I did a donation to AVP or WP earlier, and then I did one to the Kiely thing too. I didn't finish it. I'm doing it now. iCkEdMeL family. Rest in peace. Okay. Post. Okay. Boom. Just did it now. Official. All right. So we got both places donated to. Okay, let me call this person too that was asking me to call. You guys still want to do more calls, or you want to call it, or this person never got back to me. You guys still want to do calls, or how you feeling? I can open up the lines again. I was trying to get confirmation of the location. I messaged 2 people on Twitter, and the poll, it's mixed. 57% say top, 43% say bottom. And I'm not getting anything back from my Twitter people. I'm gonna do a couple more calls. You want some more calls? All right, fuck it. Let's do more calls then. Well, let me catch up the super chats real quick. Okay. Okay, we got that. Peace from Denise. Can we please have a moment of silence when the car is up? I'm sorry, I just saw this now. Damn, this was like from 2 hours ago. Sorry about that. Assuming they checked to see tire marks at every entrance to the water in the area, why wasn't there any tire marks here? Even if she didn't hit the brakes, could somebody have possibly covered up? Thank you, Nicole, for the super chat. A local called and said that's desert type of dirt, that it's really compact and it rained twice. So if there was tracks at some point, it's probably gone now. Natasha, they're bringing out her body and gonna pull up the vehicle last. That's the coroner's gurney and the body bag on the shore. Thank you, Natasha. Lindsay, didn't her friend say that she wouldn't have been able to drive? True. To drive into the water no matter, well, not into the water, but to drive, period. Yeah. No matter which path she took home. Her friend said, from what I remember, there's no way she could have gotten into a car and driven. Apparently she did, though. Jenny, or unless you think otherwise, like another theory. Jenny, thank you for the super chat. Says, after Sammy, would you want your kid to come forward to be torn apart? True. I would only allow private discussions for their safety. That's true. I mean, anybody watching this, anybody that watched everything that happened with this story, if your kid was at a party like this, right? Yeah, you probably haven't talked to law enforcement, I'm sure, but would you actually say, hey, go make a video on YouTube or go speak to whoever? Probably not. Probably not. After saying, would you want your kid to come forward just to be torn apart? No, probably not. Hell no. These people, hell no. Gustav, thank you for the super chat. Down the rabbit hole news. Thank you for the super chat. Mel, keep up the great work. Thank you. Oh, and I think I've seen your videos. Because I don't know if it was you. I saw something the other day that just made me laugh that I kind of needed it too. I don't know if it was you. I thought I saw that. Verna Coy, I'm local. It's super hard dirt there, no tracks, and it rained twice since she disappeared. Marilyn, thank you for the super chat. Tracy 3, cars are usually found near boat ramps, shore. Cars don't float out far unless off a bridge, cliff. Adventures of Purpose have found missing in areas searched after 10 to 30 years not found. Holy moly. Let me play this video too that somebody sent. The super chat. I think this is. I think this is it here. Let me get the super chats and we'll watch this next. Pat, thank you for the super chat. Linda K, I think she fell asleep until just before dawn. That's why no one saw/heard anything. She woke up disoriented, still drunk/high. She told her mom she was going to sleep there. Chavocado. Oh, and I did get I could call you first. I did see you sent me a message about, I can call you. Yeah, hold on. I'm going to email you back. I'm going to email you. Just send me your number via email. I'll just call you directly once we're done watching the video. Yeah, I just sent you an email. Avocado, my theory is that it was recently made known that they had cell tower pings. Someone panicked and may have told where the car was. What's the call-in number? My theory is it was recently made known that she had cell tower pings. Someone panicked and may have told her where the car was. That ping thing's been out for a while though. Or was it recent, I guess? That was kind of recent. Gilligan, thank you for the membership. Angela, thank you for being a member for 21 months. Long time. I hope you're doing well. Hit the thumbs up. Hello, Mel. Hey, I hope you're doing all right. Gypsy Lola, thank you for the membership. Sending prayers to the family. Rose Tube, most agencies lack funding to support special teams. Local search rescue units are primarily done on volunteer basis with limited/donated time and funding. True. Jenny sent a super chat. Those tire marks, where were they there at night? I don't know. Irish Chick, thank you for the super chat. Really Slimy ASMR. Mel, Adventures of Purpose found a missing dude/car and a dock piling had been put through the car. Wait, a dock piling had been put through the car years later when the dock was built. Check it out on the channel. Holy crap. A dock piling had been put through their car. Jackie Jacks, much respect how you handle things. Thank you for the 10-month membership. Samantha, thanks for the membership. Sam, thank you for the super chat. Christina, I'm still here, always looking and listening, but in my country, I can't even follow these cases. So you're needed and you're doing amazing work. I don't comment that much. Christina, thank you so much, Christina. Appreciate that. And I've seen you before too here. Caitlin, can we see a map of the car location in relation to the party? I've been trying to figure that out. The chat is mixed. I think it's only either one of these two locations, either down here under where the party was at, or the party, I don't even know where the party was at. I've heard different things, like there was different parties going on at the same time. But I thought the sanctuary thing was like around here or something, right? But people are saying either right here or right here up top. And you got to think too, I don't know if the maps are kind of outdated. They're showing outdated information. Yeah, the party was right up near the water. It was just out in the open, not a house. Okay. Let's see. Sam Faden, thank you for the super chat. Christina, we got you ready. Caitlin. Verna, we got that already too. Justin, thank you for the super chat. Please hit like button, create content. Yeah, please, if you guys could hit like, thank you. Sony, check your FB message. It was too long to send here. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at that. Kayla, thank you for the membership, 4-month membership. I don't know what happened, but you're the coolest, Mel. Thank you. Britt, didn't Zanime delete her YouTube? I don't know. It's there from what I see. Courtney Lynn, thank you for the super chat. Hit the like button. Mel deserves it. Jenna, thank you for the super chat. That's amazing suggestion. Please help Zanime. We rise by lifting others, not tearing people down. Love that you remain humble, Mel. Thank you. Rita, this is so sad, Mel. Things happen for a reason. Ryan, as an elder, when we stop learning, we are dead. Coles, thank you for the super chat. Christina, I was on an AWP channel, and there were asked from an agency to come and help. They have a short clip about it. Oh, it's on the channel? Okay. Lane K, I grew up in Truckee. Grew up going to Prosser/Boca parties. Okay. And my heart breaks for my hometown tonight. Truckee is a unique place. We all feel this. Patricia, thanks for the membership. Tina, I noticed how dark AWP has received. What? I noticed how Dark Adventures with Purpose has received awards before. Oh, okay. I didn't know they have. Incredibly incredible. Thank you for the super chat. The area got the most rain that weekend. It has gotten the entire 7 months prior. This part of the lake is not that high prior to that week. She probably didn't know the water was so close. Shelly, thanks for the super chat. Mel, you're the best. Janie, it's the crazy callers that have the best meds. Crystal Dawn, YouTube. Oh yeah, we're gonna watch that now. Thank you, Crystal. The water thing, what to do. Queen V, I thought the electric windows has a certain amount of time before the windows stop working. Like the car has to fill all the way up or so, I thought. Yeah, I've heard of that too. I don't know either. And I thought like with the pressure, if you don't have those, you can't open the door and you can't really, it's harder to break the window unless you have that glass shatter thing. That's what I heard. Queen B says, thank you, Mel. And thank you, Mel, for being great. Thank you. Incredibly incredible. Go to 1 minute and 15 of the live stream and you'll be able to see it's the bottom. It's the bottom by the way the roads are. Okay, let's take a look. So, okay, he said an hour and 15. Let me see. $15.54. That's the only thing that kind of like makes me think it's the bottom a little bit because this way this comes in the road. I mean, sorry. I was thinking it's, well, he says, see, it's the bottom. I thought it was the top, but he's saying it's the bottom by where the roads are. Oh, the way it splits. How about this right here? The way this road splits, I guess. And so because the maps are old, right now this is like vegetated, I guess. Maybe it's possible this is not as vegetated. But then this little thing here. And the water's lower, right? Right now the water's lower, so this could have been filled before. That makes sense. I can see that, yeah, bottom. And then it's right by the party. And she could have come off the road and gone the wrong way. Yeah, she could have just went straight down this. Yeah, that's what everybody's talking about. This hill, straight down this hill. What do you guys think? Does that make sense? And the trees, right? You're right. The trees too. So this, because the water's lower now. So at one point this was. Is the water low? Yeah, I don't know. I'm confused now. It's the bottom, right? Nobody knows. Yeah, I think it is the bottom though. Makes kind of sense. The water could have been even lower here, but the way the roads cross and the trees and this little thing here, it makes sense. But so if this is the way, yeah, she could have came down here and went down the wrong road. Straight into the water. Let's see. Yeah, thanks for that super chat, Credit B. That's a good point there. Cherry and Max, if she smoked her window, would have been down. True, possibly, yeah. Meg Love, Discord link doesn't work. Can you repost a new one? Right now, we have Discord closed right now because of all the trolls and stuff. So I would like to open it up again soon, but just till things kind of slow down, and it, for now, just for people so they can feel comfortable and whatever. But I will like to open it up soon, especially because there's members that are joining, so the members want to get in. I understand that. Just give it a couple of days to let me just so we can get that fixed. I know people want to join now because there's been some really good conversation in there too with regards to Kiely. Jenny, you don't care to even cover up the front of the windows. She must be in the back seat. They do everything so a young girl's body not put on. I thought about that too. As far as like that's an interesting point that you make. I kind of noticed that too. That they had the tarp on the back. Why is that? I mean, it could be anything. Was she in the back seat? Did she just? It could be anything because she could have just floated back there. Like the whole thing is submerged with water. But yeah, why in the back? Let's see. Christy, I sent you an email, but New York Post has clear images. Let's see. Bunch of ads popping up. Just to show you how muddy it was near the water. The drone being used yesterday was right at that location. Okay, let's take a look at this. So for people about the...
Ooh, that's what almost always something.
Muddy water. Like muddy dirt and... That's the drone. So it is the bottom. Seems like it's the bottom, yeah. All right, so yeah, if you guys, I can open up the lines for a little bit if you want to do another round. Did I open up the lines? Oh, resume calls, my bad. I'm sorry about that. I just opened up the lines. I thought it was already open all this time. We can do a couple more calls and then we'll call it because we're going to have to be up early tomorrow. Got school in the morning, my baby girl, and then got the press conference, and then we got Adventures with Purpose. And so there's quite a bit for tomorrow. So yeah, if you guys want to call in, we could do a couple more calls. Oh, I forgot. In the meantime, let's watch this video. I keep saying we're going to watch the Lord Almighty. Check this out.
Prediction about floods, more of them ahead this spring. An estimated 400 people die each year because their cars are trapped in water. And it turns out many of us are doing exactly the wrong thing in that moment. We roll up the windows and hope for an air bubble or call 911. But tonight, ABC's Lisa Stark is going to show you a demonstration of the right thing to do if your car is sinking and the 30 seconds that can save your life.
What you're about to hear are actual 911 calls.
And pausing real quick. So Legacy got back to me. Thank you so much. You're amazing. She's a good source of information to follow. I'm going to put the link to her Twitter on the description again. So appreciate that. Legacy. And so it is the bottom. Basically, she sent me a map too. Kind of like you guys, the rest of you guys, half of us are saying, I guess. I was thinking the top, but yeah, it's the bottom. Let me just show you real quick. I'll show it after this video.
From people in sinking cars.
Help me! I got fire department going. I don't know what to do. The car is sinking. It's to my right. It's up to my right. It's going down fast. I can't get out of the car.
Here's the headline you must remember. You have to get out of the car before it sinks. That means you likely have under a minute to get out. Speed is the key to saving your life.
The first 30 to 60 seconds is when you have to get out of that vehicle.
That's leading researcher Gordon Giesbrecht, who says it's too late to try to push a door open when the car's underwater. So this Florida dive team shows what can be done.
Okay, guys, ready to go.
Let's start the clock in real time. A second after hitting the water, seatbelts off, then windows down. Within 8 seconds, both front seat passengers are out.
Yeah, honestly, my natural reaction would probably be like, holy shit, wind up the windows, keep the doors closed or something. I don't know, freak out. But you really got to be thinking of like maybe the opposite of your natural reaction. But some people, your reaction might be to get out. Me would be kind of like, I don't know, wind this shit up. You got to get out of that shit.
Out. Water now rushing in the back seat.
Oh,
Passengers scramble. In some cars like this one, rear windows won't roll down all the way. The escape is out the front. Everyone is safe, all in under 20 seconds.
Everybody's clear.
Here again in slow motion.
You don't have much time at all.
Jeff, who was in the back seat.
It was very intimidating. The car went down quicker than I thought it would. I had a real inflow of water that I had to work against to get out, but it can be done.
Point is, everybody knew what they were supposed to do. Get your seatbelt off, open the window.
That shit was fast. I think that was even less than a minute. And then, true, put on top of that if you're intoxicated. Right.
Period. And then get out.
It's simple, but crucial. And what about kids? Same
I think you're supposed to get the
scenario here with test dummies.
Gotta get the kids out first.
Again,
right?
seatbelts off, windows open.
Unbuckle
Unstrap the oldest child first, the youngest last. That's your best chance of getting the children out safely.
The youngest. Wait, who first? The oldest first, the youngest last?
Again, seatbelts off, windows open. Unstrap the oldest child first, the youngest last. That's your best chance of getting the children out safely. They got out this window in 21 seconds. And if you can't get the window down, you'll need a backup, an inexpensive window brake tool. All right. Take a look when I gave it a try. You don't have to be strong. Anyone can do it.
Yeah, I need to get one of those too. All right, let's see if there's calls. We'll get to some of the calls. We do have calls. Okay. It's filling up already. Wow. 323, how you doing? Where you calling from? Hey, welcome. How you doing?
Hey, yeah, I was looking at that map and everything, and like the surroundings and everything. Yeah, that's like the same situation that happened to my friend not too long ago. He drove into some water at a lake over here in Tahoe not too long ago. Same situation, but he didn't die. He was able to get out, break the windows and everything. But
did he have that glass shatter thing?
Yeah, he had a glass shatter thing.
Oh, okay.
He didn't have a glass shatter. He didn't have one of those the ones that you guys were talking about. But do you know the ones that they used to break into cars?
Yeah.
Yeah, same one. Yeah.
Okay.
He was able to get out. But I can definitely say he told me in this situation when he was driving, he said the water looked just like the road when it's like where the lights are beaming on it. Because when you're on a dark road, you have your high beams on. You don't really see clearly when you're far out. Like you can only see when you get up to it. He said like as soon as he got up to it, that's when he was like, "Oh snap, I'm about to go in the water," and it was like, then it was too late. So imagine if you're impaired or you're intoxicated, it's just 10 times worse. You don't even know. And then by the time you're in the water, you're already in the water and it's too late, you know?
Right.
So very tragic situation. Very tragic.
Are you leaning anywhere towards as far as like, just an accident or like how you feeling or?
I don't really know. I don't know. I mean, I can't really tell you who. I don't know who really parties there. So it's just weird. It's just like that whole situation is weird. Just the people around her, so-called friends, aren't really friends. So it could definitely be foul play, but that's where the autopsies and the coroners come into play. They can
right.
tell you those.
Mm-hmm.
There's no really telling. In this situation, it's not. It doesn't really. It's nothing obvious. Nothing stands out. That's the problem about it. Nothing stands out. So.
Well, thank you, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks for the call.
All right, man. You have a good night.
All right, you too. Thanks. The Dre Latina sent, and thank you, Latina, for the support as well. And thank you for, I saw the Cash App last night after I ended the stream, so thank you so much for that. And really just for the phone conversation today, too. Thank you. She said in a super chat, but Mel, that's a roll down window. How about if electric? That's a good question. It says here, don't worry if the window's electric. Experts say power windows usually keep working underwater for some time. If the windshield shatters, use that as an exit. If you can't open a window, wait to open the door. So the thing is, too, I've heard. I'm going to put up we'll take the calls, but there's another video that I saw a long time ago that was really good. We can watch a little bit of it. But I thought I heard too, after a while, it does get disabled or something. I don't know how much time you have. Okay. 570, how you doing? Where you calling from? Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm sorry for what you've had to go through with the Upchurch cult, but
thanks.
I kind of want to discuss the slope at that part of the air water. It looks like it could very easily have been a case where she was either sleeping in the back seat, and it looked like even from the grass up above that her car could have rolled with momentum, and that's what got her further out into the water. But what we'll be telling in the next couple of days or next day or so is what gear her car was in.
Right.
If she was in the car, and if there was air in her lungs, that'll be, I think, what determines foul play or not. Because if there's water in her lungs, she obviously drowned. But if there's nothing, then she died before she went into the water. So when it comes to her friend,
you say it again. So if there's water in her lungs, what does that mean?
She drowned.
Okay.
But if there isn't water in her lungs, then she must have died before she went into the water, correct?
I see what you're saying. I don't know if that's how it works, but it makes sense. I think I thought there was something like that. I thought that you could tell whether the person actually drowned.
Yeah, you can tell if someone drowned or not. But other than that, the cover-up aspect, man, it's pretty wild, because when you think about all the other people that could be in trouble, man, I've had similar experiences like this, and the parents of the children are known to get involved to, you know what I mean?
Yes, stay quiet, shut up, don't talk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and not only that, but I've growing up, I knew a kid that his grandfather was a judge, and a person left his party and died, and they got off free. So, I mean, if there was a kid there with powerful parents, it makes sense why law enforcement didn't find her. You know what I mean? There could be some form of like a cover-up going on. It's very unusual, but that's all I really wanted to say. Other than that, I pray for her parents.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole internet thing that we have nowadays, where not only does your kid disappear or a tragedy happens, but then even after Kiely, this whole situation is over, I'm sure her mother or family will still go online and look into all these old streams, you know what I mean? And it's just crazy that's our culture, you know what I mean? It's very, it almost breeds like a sociopathic, narcissistic society, in my opinion. But other than that, that's all I got, man. I hope we learn more from this. And the whole drama thing with Upchurch, man, that was embarrassing on his end. I just wanted to say that.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're just trying to move on, and I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen, but
yeah,
just documenting things and moving on, man. Because we're better than that. We don't need to do that.
The whole deal where famous people or creators with big followings send their cult followers after others because they either question their public opinion. You know what I mean? That stuff is dangerous in its own.
Super dangerous, man. I have kids. The other person has kids. Like a lot of people have families and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so I got threats. I got a threat last night on Facebook. You know, so it's definitely not cool.
Yeah, it's just wild. But other than that, man, take it easy. I appreciate your show. I tune in a lot, man.
Appreciate it, dude.
Have a good
All
one.
right, you too. Take care. Thank you. I suspended new calls for now because there's 7 people. I want to take these calls, and then it's getting kind of late too. 601, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Hi, I'm calling from Picayune, Mississippi. I
Hi,
have
welcome.
another question. I called a while ago. Can we go back to the beginning of the party? Did they ever determine that there was a giant 300 people party? Because where's all the pictures? Where's all the people coming forward? I found that kind of odd. And also, I found it odd that she was wearing like a bodysuit, and then they said that she had a pair of Dickies on. Now, Dickies, that'd be a pair like a nursing scrubs, right? And wouldn't that be worn to go if you got your blue jeans? She was seen in the picture with the jeans. Wouldn't you be going like what is it called, the Fight Club thing? Did anybody think about that hey, there was a fight and maybe that's why they said that her chain was missing? And I know that they're just now bringing the car up, and has it even been determined that she's in the car? And another thing, say I want to hurt my husband, and I'm a mechanic. Can't I disable that black box in the car, and can't I fix it where the windows don't go down? You know what I'm saying? Like, so she cannot definitely get out. And also, like the guy said a while ago, it'd be determined if she had air in her lungs, and if not, water in her lungs, should be drowned, and if not, then I don't know, that'd be a terrible death to wake up to, though. And also, it's odd that she wound up where she's at. And I know it's dark. They said all black there. She couldn't see. But what if she was chased in another vehicle? And why would your friends, so-called friends, and then your ex-boyfriend or boyfriend leave you at a party if you were blowed? You know what I'm saying? Nobody would leave you like that. Somebody would see something. They would have seen her leaving or seen somebody drive her out of there. I just find that odd, too. And I don't know. It's weird. It's an odd situation. And I know there's a lot of unanswered questions, but I believe that foul play is involved somewhere, and somebody knows something. You know what somebody has to have seen something, and I don't think there was a 300 people party. I don't even know if was it even determined if there was a party. And the pictures was odd too. Where's all the pictures and the videos from the party? And I don't know. And the second location of another party, maybe, that was weird. That could have been the second location where they took her to put her in the water. If someone did do that, And what about the tire tracks? Can't they backtrack all the way out to the road where she went in and follow tracks, or that's already covered up from the rain? It's just a lot of unanswered questions. And she seemed like, from what I gather, she was a really, really good girl and a smart girl, and I think they were jealous of her. And I've had a lot of jealous friends, and let me tell you what, they'll do whatever they can to get, they'll try to steal your boyfriend or steal your clothes or this or that. They're jealous. And we living in a different generation. These kids nowadays, they heartless, they soulless. They will hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And I just find it awful odd. I really believe foul play's involved, and I don't know. And I mean, it's just, and where's the police?
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate the
Bye-bye.
call. Bye. Thank you. And she had a lot of questions. She was going. Oh, let me just real quick. They did do a new post, Adventures with Purpose, 2 hours ago. They said remains were found inside, believed to be those of 16-year-old Kiely Rodni. As of 7 p.m., we're still on the scene. This was 2 hours ago as the recovery is taking place. And yeah, so let me get the other calls. 951. How you doing? Where you calling from?
What up? It's Junior again, bro. I had a couple
Junior,
things I
what's
wrote
up?
down that I forgot. I'll be quick, bro.
Go ahead.
What up? What up? Last call before I go to bed. Okay. Yeah, bro. I think the same thing goes for. I'm gonna backpack off of what a couple people said. The last caller about the water. I believe that's the same vibe with. Bro, I watched too much Forensic Files, bro, over the years. But that happens when you burn. They've found cases where like, oh shit, the guy didn't have smoke in his lungs, so this one was murdered before, and he's all charred up on the outside, you know. So I'm pretty sure it goes for the water. Also, water and fire is the same thing. You die before, no water, no fire, burning in your lungs. You know, the hot air. So
Right.
there's
Yeah.
that. And they're gonna and to backpack off that thing. So I was thinking about something. I was like, damn, I forgot to tell Mel. They're gonna easily tell, bro, if it's a neutral, hella foul play, bro, hella foul play.
Oh, for sure.
And you don't need to
Yeah.
put a rock or nothing because it's on a downhill slope. If that is what the situation was, right? But if you see the dang car and drive, I would just say it was an accident. And I feel like they're gonna really, you know, what's gonna come out of this for sure, bro. I'm a reflective fiend, bro. I love stuff with like reflective, you know, accents on shoes or beanies or whatever, bro. Because it's so safe to have 3M like reflective shit on you. I can guarantee, bro, at every edge of that spot now, there's gonna be a big ass 3M reflective sign, like, because I didn't see not one sign, bro. Like, and there's usually like a sign that says like, "Watch out, here comes the water," or "Water near." There, all the videos that you were showing earlier, bro. I didn't see one dang sign, bro.
You know what we need
So
to
I'm
look
like,
at
bro,
too? We're gonna have to look at because we watched. Are you talking about that video where we watched the investigator like drive down the road and stuff? I thought he got
no, just when they were pulling her out.
Oh,
that's
okay,
where
you
shouldn't have signs way out there. You should have the signs like 20 feet before, 40 feet before the dang water hits, you know? Because at night, bro, you ain't seeing that shit if you're sober, you know, but let alone fucking plastered, bro. You're not thinking about shit like that, you know? Oh, and bro, I carry an everyday carry knife, bro. It's on my person always, bro. It's got a window breaker, bro.
Oh, really?
It's got a seatbelt cutter and / wire cutter,
Yeah,
and it's just a sharp ass knife also. And it's an everyday carry, and it's got a hole too. And shout out to the girl for saying she's got it in all her cars and teaching her daughter earlier. That's a super smart thing. That's not embarrassing or nothing at all, because her daughter's gonna make it out if the situation comes. And you should look into obviously that little instrument. But I like the knife, bro, because you can have it on you. And like when they said the shit hits the fan, you know where it's at, right next to you. And if flood water starts to go in, it might move around that object instead of it being on your person, you know. And there's a hole too, just in case you want to wrap it around your hand or something when you're hitting the window, you know. But yeah, it's really good to have an everyday carry knife, bro, with a dang seatbelt cutter. And you said earlier, bro, like, I'm gonna hit the seatbelts. Hell no, ain't no time for that in that situation. I seen the video that you were watching, bro. You see how damn fast that water
that shit
comes
is
in,
fast,
bro. You're like, you're like, you get the damn knife out your pocket, bro. You're ready for the window shatter, and you're also ready to strap some fucking seatbelts off your daughter or son instantly, bro, like peanut butter. So the knife, bro, look up Smith & Wesson and like Kershaw and like SOG knives, bro. SOG knives. All three of those companies, bro, I have, and they're all the same. Window breaker on the bottom, wire / seatbelt cutters. But yeah, everyday carry, bro. It's a fucking lifesaver, bro. A knife for sure.
Yeah.
True
that, man.
Oh, and
real
quick, bro. I've been at parties, bro. It's annoying, bro, because I haven't been over the years, but like I remember girls are always taking pictures, dog.
Always. Yeah.
And guys are just like there. Yeah, bro. Guys are just there with the red cup, like, all right, I guess I'll be in it, or like, get away from me. I'm trying to drink my beer or something, you know. So when they say there's no pictures, nah. And I don't think it's 300 people. I think it's a kickback. That's what I think it is. And I don't think it was that big, because, bro, you gotta, even if you're promoting that shit for a long ass time, bro, like, it's rare. It's either it's gonna happen a big ass party or it's just gonna be a kind of mellow vibe. But yeah, they're always taking pictures, bro. So I know there's pictures out there. And it low key reminds me of a case. The last thing, bro. It reminds me of that one case. I peeped one video of that 10 to girl life, and she actually mentioned it. It was that case where like the girls, just like that last caller you said, bro, they're heartless these days, you know, and the internet makes you desensitized as fuck. And, oh my bad, bro, but it's so true, bro. Let alone on top of the generation vibes, you know. But it reminds me of that one case where those two girls or three girls were jealous of their homegirl, and it felt just like this, and they like were all cool, and I think they like stabbed her like hella times in the woods or something, and left her for dead. But yeah, it reminded me of that shit. But yeah, those are a couple things I forgot to tell you, man. But for sure, bro, look for the dang knife or the actual window breaker. I say knife, bro, because it's on your damn pocket clip, left or right side, you know.
Right.
Ready to go.
All right, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks,
but,
Junior, man.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah,
all right.
bro.
Yeah, take care, man. Be
Later.
safe. Thank you for the call again. Yeah. Peace.
Hell yeah. Later.
Junior calls in all the time. Good guy. 240. How you doing? Where you calling from?
Mel?
Hi. Who's this?
Hey, it's Nova. You probably don't know me, but I'm in your chat all the time.
Amazing.
Amazing, Mel. I am so surprised you are still sane. Like, seriously. Props to you, and
Thank
I'm
you.
so proud of you.
I know. Thank you. I really appreciate
I
that.
honestly can't thank you for everything that you do enough. Like, there are days even when we're watching car chases or whatever, I am like laughing. So, thank you.
Thanks.
I just want to know, what's your opinion on how the car landed or how they pulled it out of the water? And you said it was upside down. What, according to the map, if you were to look at it, where do you think she entered at? Like, from which direction?
I'm kind of in agreement with what everybody else is saying. Well, I don't know if it's everybody, but like looking at this road. Oh, well, let me show this map. And when we're done taking the calls too, I want to watch that private investigators. He drove from the campground to like the town. And so to me, this is just guessing. Let me see, because you would have to, how would you get? I think to me, since it's this bottom area, I think she might have taken the wrong road or something. She got up to the split, just guessing, and she just went down the wrong way. And she kept going, and it's pitch black.
Right.
It was like, it was after 12, obviously. I don't know what time in the morning, past 12:30. I mean, and I don't know. Or I don't know if she came down here and just thought she was going to go to sleep and in the car rolled in. But I don't know. I think she somehow. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I'm noticing, like with the road, is you can actually access that point from the upper side and the lower side. Do you see what I mean? Especially as the water's receded a bit. But either way, like your previous caller had said, if she was on a slant and it's going down, that also could have been how her car flipped.
Right.
With like all the momentum going on.
Well, I think it was Junior that was saying it. He was talking about too, because of the engines in the car, it causes it to like go forward or something.
Heavy, yeah.
And then the tires with the buoyancy, and it causes
Yeah.
like a flip thing. And it says pretty
I
common.
just hope nobody like did anything to her, like put it in neutral and sent her flying, because that's horrible.
Everything's really still open because we really don't know what happens.
Yeah.
They have to investigate. So it could be anything really still. I mean, I'm leaning towards accident, but like you never know. Yeah, who knows? You know, and if those cars left at the same time, let's say she was leaving at the same time as all those group of cars left, nobody saw that. I guess that she, or maybe if she were to veer off and left at the same time and they saw her going down the wrong way, they probably wouldn't think anything too much of it. You know, because if they just saw her veer off, they're probably
Well,
like,
it's kind of weird that they had like this like mass exodus after this. Like maybe they heard something in the water and there's like, oh shit, get the hell out of here, whatever.
Right.
I don't know. Kids are weird anymore. I don't know about them.
Right.
They're like some strange creature to me. But
Right.
yeah, I just I'll let you go. I just wanted to say thank you again.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Thanks. Bye. Bye. Yvette in the chat said that she could have got ran off the road. That's possible too. Is there a dent? Where's that picture? Let me take the next caller. This is a really good picture. Legacy sent me this, and I think some other people sent me the article as well. 562. How you doing? Where you calling from? 56. Hi.
Oh, hi. Hi, Mel.
Hey,
it's
welcome.
Me. It's Bianca from
Bianca. Hey, how you doing?
How are you?
A lot better, I guess. It's unfortunate because this girl's deceased. But like as far as this drama stuff and all that,
Yeah.
I'm just so ready to just kind of move on from this drama crap.
That was so crazy. I don't even know. It was it was a lot, but it's so awesome. Like you stood behind Ronnie because that a lot of people would have just been like, "This is
Probably left them to hang.
I'm gonna let
Yeah.
Yeah.
It became him, and then it became his anime, and it's just like people, just targeting people that are on my channel. It's just like weird.
Yeah, it was a lot. There were some videos I just came across, and people were saying all this stuff, and I got in there a few times, and I was trying to like explain what happened.
Yeah, you can't talk to those people.
they
Yeah,
were just like,
there's no, you
they're
can't.
not
Yeah,
reachable.
they're just gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what
But
do you think about all
remember
this?
the good old days?
Oh, what good old days? Tell me.
Good old days when we used to just piss people off with like old car chases. Remember that?
That
It
was funny.
like,
Yeah.
oh, we're playing old car chases. And people would get mad. Now look at it. So I think well, I don't know. Obviously, everything is like really sketchy with the friends and the no pictures and everything, and nobody talking. So that does seem really weird. I admit that, but it's going to be hard to. I mean, we're not going to know obviously until they tell us more. But there are some things that just didn't really add up.
What things for you? Like the people not talking? I mean, are you leaning to accident or still, or how are you feeling? Like foul play or like, I don't know.
I think something happened, and they might have like pushed her car in, and like maybe, or like somebody was saying earlier, like maybe the fight thing, because that was like a big part of, they were talking about like it was a big part of the party.
Fight.
Oh yeah, we just have fights, just for fun. I've never been to a party like that where people would just fight, but I guess maybe it's a thing. But yeah, maybe, she, somebody gave her something, or she took something, and like they are kids, so they freaked out and didn't know what to do. So,
Okay.
that's kind of that. I'm leaning more towards that than just an accident.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Bianca. I appreciate it. Appreciate your support. I know you've been around for a while too. So.
Okay.
All right.
Take care and have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. They're not taking. I suspended the new calls. We still got 5 calls to go through, and it's getting kind of late. We got the press conference and a couple things in the morning. So 562. How you doing? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Candy calling from Long Beach also.
Hi, Candy. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. I had a couple things. I noticed that I guess Sammy all of a sudden has gone with her parents out of somewhere on vacation that was supposedly already planned ahead of time. Kind of reminds me of the Landrys.
So let me ask you something.
Anyway,
or let me say something. I heard, and I want to get confirmation. When that whole thing happened, I heard that wasn't true. There was one person that said that Sammy had left for town. If somebody can Diggs or somebody, I thought Legacy, or I don't know who posted. I don't know what the update with that was, but I heard it wasn't true. So if I can get an update on that, we'll see. But go ahead. What else were you gonna say?
Oh, okay. I remember reading it somewhere.
Yeah, I remember the same thing because I said it too. But then I heard people were telling me it's not true.
It just reminded me of the Landrys, how they had just happened to go on their little vacation in the park with him when he first got back, Brian.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, anyway, like a couple of the other callers said, until we get the autopsy back or whatever, they, to find, I think there might have been foul play, like maybe she had OD'd and they had, put her in the car and pushed the car in. I don't know if they could like get fingerprints off a car after it's been in the water that long. If they could the back of it to see if somebody had pushed it in with like a couple people and also looking at the picture they're showing, it looks like she's probably more towards the back. I don't know if she always used the seat belt or not.
Right.
You think she'd be in the front seat if she was driving. And it's just like a lot of things not adding up. It's just, to find out if she's got any kind of fluid, any kind of liquid in her lungs, fluid. Because if she was dead before she went in the water, there would be no water in her lungs.
Right.
So, it's kind of interesting to find that out once they do the autopsy. But I just thought for some reason that, I believe in spirit boxes and stuff like that. And I've heard a couple things from a few people that have done that. And so it's just weird. Some of the stuff that they said was so close to what has come up since they found her. So, I'm just a believer in that. But I know a lot of people think it's a bunch of horse crap. But I feel condolences to her mom and her stepdad and dad. It's just somebody should have called 911 and had medical attention. I mean, whether somebody might get charged with it or not, but the police say nobody's going to be charged with it. But 99% of the time, the cops lie to you. They're not going to sit there and tell you they're going to charge you. They're going to tell you they're not going to charge you. So I can see where some people would be hesitant to talk to them, but do it anonymous, So that's just about all I had. I was just saying that. Condolences. I'm just really sad that they had to find her like this. But I knew the moment that we're bringing in AWP that they would find her if she was in the water. They're miracles,
Right.
I support
Amazing.
them all the way.
Me too. Definitely. More so now than ever, for sure.
I'm new to your channel.
I'm sorry?
I'm new to your channel.
Oh, well,
I
welcome.
like listening to it.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for calling too, contributing. Appreciate that.
Thank you. Okay, and I can't wait to find out what the autopsy says.
Me too. I'm so curious.
You guys have a good evening.
Thank you, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, I wonder how long they're going to take. Are they going to take a really long time, or are they going to expedite it? I just put a poll, by the way, about what happened. If you're leaning accident or foul play. 707, how you doing? Where you're calling from, and thank you for holding.
Hey, what's up, Mel? It's Josh, the lab.
Oh, Josh. Yo, thank you for holding, man. Oh, I could have just texted you or got your number and called you directly, but thank you, man.
No, it's all good.
Well, welcome.
How are you doing, man?
I'm hanging in. I'm doing all right. I'm going to pull up your channel in the meantime.
I've been checking on you, man. I'm sorry for that this turned into such a thing, but you did well.
Thanks. I appreciate you reaching out too and like checking on me and stuff, even though we've never spoken before.
Yeah, I know we never have. I've seen your channel a few times, and I you're a level-headed guy. With this case, I truly feel that it was an accident. And the reason I say that is, so how I know that people are upset. They're saying law enforcement should have found her car or whatever.
Right, right.
I always go back to the Casey Anthony case where Kiely was like a quarter of a mile from her house on the side of the road. EquuSearch searched to that area probably 5 times, and they walked right over her little body.
I didn't know that.
It was a meter maid found her, and that's just how these searches go. To be honest with you, I mean it's really 2 weeks. Some what they call vanishing off the face of the earth. They're not just looking at if she drove into the water. I mean that's just not all they were looking for. They were chasing anything and everything that they could. And luckily, the guys from Adventures with Purpose show up, and they are specially trained to do this stuff. So that's why they were there. And and it's a great thing. And it's just horribly sad, but I kind of subscribe to Occam's razor, and I do think. What's that?
Yeah, that basically means what? It's the simplest, kind of like the most logical, not this complicated.
The simplest explanation is the most logical.
Right.
Yeah. And in most situations, that's probably the case. I'm not saying that there can't be foul play involved. There very well could be. Where's you're going to need, obviously, the evidence for that, but it's really not that hard to believe. Even if she wasn't drunk, and I don't know if she was or not, she's 16 years old. She can barely drive. I mean, when I say barely drive, she's barely been driving for, a year and a half?
Right. Yeah.
It's dark. She's in the woods. There's a million things that could have happened. But at the same time, that road, if you look right where her car goes into, it just looks like she was just driving straight and didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know for what reason. I don't know what reason she didn't see it. But it doesn't seem, to me, it really does just seem this kind of stuff happens all the time, Mel. All the time.
I've been, for a while, I mean, most of it, I've just been leaning towards that. Like, it's not this, I was thinking more to just some sort of accident, just a horrible, I mean, if this is what happened at these crossroads here, she could have easily just gone down the wrong way. Or I don't know if
she could have easily done that. And it's kind of like, when the Titanic went down, how it got pulled down at the head and the back comes up, and that's like, because of the engine is the heaviest part. The trunk, there's no weight, and it'll just flip up like that. It's kind of common to find cars like that when they do, and it's the speculation for the parents really, really sucks. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
it really sucks.
Yeah.
They're not relieved tonight. They're not glad. It's shock. That's all it is. It's just shock. And they'll start their grieving process, when they're not numb anymore. And who knows how long that takes. But, taking keys from kids, that's something we learn over time.
Right.
Like when we're at a party, I don't know how old you are, but if I'm at a party and I see my friend getting drunk, I know, hey, we better take his keys. But that's only because I've lost people that way. I've known people that have died that way. They left the party and they shouldn't have been drinking. And kids don't think that way. They just don't.
Right.
It's all about learning and unfortunately, kids make mistakes all the time. You just hope it doesn't cost them their life. And we'll wait to see. And I don't even think. You think they'll even release an autopsy report for a 16-year-old?
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
I would be surprised if they do, but maybe because of I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know.
I wonder, because maybe to put speculation to an end, or maybe like you said, it would probably really be up to the parents if it even comes out. Like you said, a minor. Would they even put that out? Yeah, that's a really good point. I didn't think about that.
I wanted to say, keep your head up.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
You get through it. You're a good dude, and I want to know what call system you use, though. So text me.
I'll do it.
What call system you use? I like it.
I'll do it for sure. This one's called Call In Studio, but I'll text you the link so you can check it out.
Okay, that sounds
All right.
great.
Thanks, man.
Thanks
Appreciate
a lot,
it. All right.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
That's a really good guy. I have never talked to him before until this situation happened. And like I said, there were some really kind people that I had never spoken to before that just like, hey, are you okay? And a lot of subscribers, my inbox is full. There's a bunch of stuff I haven't even checked, but just really kind people like, hey, hold your head up. Hope you're doing good. Just really sweet. And this guy, he's worked with Chris McDonough. He has a bigger channel. Chris McDonough used to be on Profiling Evil. and then he started his own thing. And I don't know. I have one friend that was vouching for this guy, just saying he's a good guy and stuff. So thank you. All right, let me take the next call. 318. How you doing? And thank you for holding. 318. How you doing? Where you calling from?
Shreveport, Louisiana.
Hey, welcome.
Hey, my name is Terry, and I think we know each other.
Oh, Terry, I should have called you when all this shit started. I might still have to call you. How you doing?
I'm fine. I've had a couple of problems. I got a traumatic brain injury. It's a long story, but anyway, I'm making a comeback.
Okay.
But anyway, I just wanted to say about. First, I want to mention the thing about the minors. I'm sure that the parents are going to sign a waiver to release the information. That's what the coroner will ask. I can't imagine that they won't.
Okay.
You know, at least not all of it, but manner and cause for sure. You know, manner being accident, suicide, homicide, and cause being drowning or whatever, overdosing or that sort of thing. Just the two main things in an autopsy report.
Okay.
That's what I usually do. They ask the parents. But I kind of think I'm with you kind of on this. I mean, it could have been something stupid, like, you know, maybe her friends are somewhat culpable. On the other hand, it could have just been her and not being able to see, and for whatever reason. I mean, I can't drive at night on my streets in my hometown I grew up in. I can't see at night. But I think it probably was. I lean more towards the non-foul play area because I mean the cops know a lot more from the party than they've let fly, and certainly that has to be the truth. They have more information than we have, but my guess is, you know, it was an accident. And it could have been an accident caused by drugs or whatever, but I still think, all in all, it was an accident. And the rear of the car is where you would end up if the car were upside down, and that just makes sense. I think you had another caller that said that.
Even with seatbelt, I guess, or I wonder because I was wondering if she had her seatbelt on or not. But if she didn't, she could still maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if she had her seatbelt on or not. But if
Your
it flipped,
other friend said he has those cutters and the window punchers. Man,
yeah.
I've got one in every door, in every side door of my truck. It's got one of those, so anybody in the car can punch out their windows. Huh?
Yeah, so I need to get that. I need to, and they're cheap too. I'm sure.
You do. It's a really good. They're not expensive. I want to say they're like maybe $19.99 or something. I mean, they're not that expensive, but I drive around with a baby, so I'm not gonna risk anything.
Okay, right.
But anyway, I wanted to call and say I'm sorry about the troubles you had with this, but your coverage has always been excellent. And I was really into watching you cover this case. So good job, and I'm sorry for the drama. I hate drama. Yuck.
Me too. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it, Terry. And are you doing all right? Because I didn't know you got some sort of like this head injury thing. I mean,
yeah, they just have to do a few more things. I'm still a little foggy and not necessarily that clear when I'm speaking or thinking.
Okay.
But I'll be back.
Okay. Well, yeah.
And I'm still working on our little channel. I've written a script for the first content I'm going to do. So.
Okay. All right. Well, let me know if you need anything or anything from the. I don't know if you're still on Discord.
I will. I don't know. I changed my name on what are we on YouTube.
Okay.
I changed my name, and then I think it kicked me out of Discord because I changed my name.
Oh, okay. I'll get you an invite link if you need.
And everything.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Would you send me?
Yeah, I could text you a link. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Well, good.
All right. Thanks, Terry. Sounds good. I hope you feel better and recover. All right.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
All right.
thank you so much. I
Thanks.
will.
Okay.
All right. See you
Bye.
later. Bye-bye.
Terry's another friend of the channel. 719. 2 more calls left. 719. Thanks for calling. How you doing?
Hey, Mel, it's Lynn.
Lynn, is this my
Comcast.
Comcast plug?
Yes, it is.
Even though I don't have Comcast anymore. Yeah, I appreciate you. How you doing? How you been? What's going on?
I'm doing okay. Hey, I'm thinking along the lines of foul play just a little bit because, I don't know, like I'm looking at the picture on the screen. You would think that she'd be in her seatbelt, right? If she was in the front seat. So I'm thinking maybe, I hate to say this.
The mirror, too. I don't know if this is, I don't know, did she hit something on the way? It looks like it's broken. I mean,
You know, in the back seat, and if the window was down, you know, and she was drinking, maybe somebody took advantage, you know what I'm saying? They're in the back seat, something happened. And then, you know, he put that car in park and also went into the water. I don't know, maybe it was a struggle. It just is weird. Like, yeah, like if you zoom in on that mirror, that's just weird. I don't know. What do you think the chance would be if she was wearing her seatbelt? I mean, if she's intoxicated, you know, everybody has that ding ding that keeps going off if you don't put your seatbelt on.
Right.
I mean, that would have. I don't know. I mean, what do you think of the chance of her if it was an accident? How would she end up in a back seat without?
only thing I can think of since the car made it, like, I think like Terry was saying, maybe if she wasn't wearing her seatbelt, but like I know you said like the dinging sound, but if she wasn't wearing her seatbelt, maybe she had floated to the back. You know, it is odd though. I mean, I don't know if that's common or not. Like, I'd have to like look up and see. Maybe some other people can talk on this. They're saying, please look at the tire.
And I had another thing that you mentioned too. Like, wasn't there supposed to be like something that she was supposed to be taking home or dropping off? That's how it all started, right?
And somebody Diggs just told me. She said they had to flip the car, so that the mirror could be nothing, and maybe no seatbelt or whatever. That's why she could be in the back.
But maybe when you're in the water, don't you become like bloated? Or I mean,
I would think so.
It'd be really hard for her. I don't know. I've been trying to research it online. I don't know. That was just.
We're gonna have to look into this. Yeah, that's some good questions.
If you're leaning towards accident or foul play, I'm kind of leaning through. I want to, you know, no assumptions. I'm just leaning to the foul play.
Okay.
But hey, thanks for taking my call.
Thanks, Lynn. Appreciate you. Take care.
Okay. I'll
Bye.
talk to you later. Bye bye.
Comcast plug. She's been riding with us for a while too. Thank you. Another nice, sweet person. 704. How you doing? Where you calling from?
North Carolina.
Hey, welcome. How you doing?
Good. What's going on, man? Yeah, stay strong, man. You've been doing good, but
Thank you, man.
according to the autopsy thing, yeah, since she's a minor, I don't know. It's probably up to her parents if they want to release that information or not.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. And after watching that video that you just showed of the car sinking, right? I guess if it was me in that situation, I mean, if
What would you do?
can't get out right away, you would go to the air, I would assume. Like, I
Right.
don't know, I could just see her trying to scramble to the back to maybe get out the back hatch or something.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Pocket or,
Yeah, because I think that video
Yeah.
said too, sometimes people's reaction, which is not right, is just like I kind of stay hold and go towards the air pocket and stay inside. But that
Yeah,
could be a
like-
possibility. Yeah, she might have started scrambling to try to get out.
yeah, just let the windows up. But then that makes me question, though, because that window, if you look at the front window, it looks like there's still glass up there in the top right, shattered glass. So I'm wondering if Adventures with Purpose did that, because if you look at the back window, it's about 2/3 of the way down.
Right,
so
right,
before
right.
they brought the car out, Adventure with Purpose came out and they had something in their hands. I couldn't tell what it was. So I'm wondering if they shattered the front glass to maybe get out something that was her property to, you know, prove to the family, like, yeah, there was a body in the car. This identifies it's her, you know. Because why are the back windows rolled down? But
Right.
I don't know. That just looks like shattered glass. Does that not look like shattered glass, the top right?
It does to me, yeah. I thought somebody had said, I don't know if it's true, but like maybe they broke it so the water could get out or something. But I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. But then another thing I was thinking, though, since I'm really hoping this is an accident. I've been saying that since, you know, it started. But This is YouTube, true crime, so we have our conspiracies and stuff. So you always got to think outside the box. Well, I started thinking back to Sammy and her interviews. She had all these crazy details about how, she's smart enough. She wouldn't drunk drive. I wasn't the driver. I was the last one to see her and stuff. What if she was in the car with her and Sammy escaped and Kiely didn't make it? So that's why she seems so guilty,
I don't
Like,
know.
what if Kiely was driving, she was in the back seat, and there was somebody else in the car? We haven't heard that story, and the window was down, so Sammy just kind of got out easily. I don't know.
They're saying that
Just a
Adventures of
crazy
Purpose would not
conspiracy.
have done that. They were holding the license plate, so they wouldn't have broken the windows. That's what they're saying. AWP normally wouldn't do that. Oh, that's kind of weird then. For sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Somebody said they
But yeah,
shattered the
that
glass to
mirror-
relieve pressure. Definitely check out their video tomorrow because hopefully they'll explain what they did. People are saying Adventures of Purpose will never touch anything unless the police are there. They would have just towed the car out.
I've seen
Okay.
I've seen them in their video before go in the car and pull out stuff from like a body to prove it's somebody. Or I've even seen them take a gun off of somebody before, or like a holster. It was weird. I wondered why they did that, but
Right.
I think it was like maybe a suicide or something. They were trying to maybe prove that or something. I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right, man. Well, thank you. I appreciate the call. Thanks for calling, man.
Yep.
All right.
Keep
take
it up,
care.
Mel.
You
Doing
too. Thanks.
good.
Thank you, man. Good night. Okay, 2 more callers. 201. How you doing? Where you calling from?
Hey, calling from Jersey. How you doing with me?
Hey, welcome. How you doing? Lick me, you said? Did you say lick me?
Are we, man, are we allowed to talk about that, or are we just focusing on?
I mean, I don't mind if people mention a small thing, but I'm trying to move on and not trigger these people.
I know.
I mean,
I'm just upset because
Go ahead.
I watched him go around to every channel.
Yeah.
And charm and charm and charm and then go left hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He even had Gisela on Grizzly True
Mhm.
Crime for a second. And last night he got Marissa. I saw him on Aaron, what is it, Mo?
Yeah.
I think he got him for a little bit, but they ask questions and they're always confused, and then it just goes left, and then it's over, and it's causing such havoc. And I feel like he needs to be stopped, he needs to be shut down. He's giving all YouTubers a bad name. Everybody, you know what I mean? He's
Right.
causing such a problem in the true crime community. He's going against every rule that you guys set. He never says speculate. It's always a fact. He never says in his opinion. He's just putting stuff out, and his followers are losing their shit, and it's really not cool because it's caused you havoc. It's caused a lot of people havoc. Marissa's all stressed out. It's a mess, and he needs to stop. But on the other note, maybe there's a chance that the only thing Sammy was really lying about is that she was drinking and driving, and that she used her phone while she was driving and really wanted to hide that, or that she, whatever kind of inebriated she was talking about, and driving and using the phone, because that's the one thing that was so obvious that she was lying about. I was in the passenger seat almost on 89 and called her, like she had to say that. That's where I'm going. I was really hoping, I had a really wild theory and really hoping it was true, even though after a couple days into the investigation it was impossible because there was just no way. But I was hoping it was all a big prank and they were trying to make her the next Gabby Petito and like get the fame and maybe get the money and like go somewhere or something. I was hoping that's what was going to come out because everything was that weird that it could have been that, like a small possibility. But after a couple days of like all that manpower and all that law enforcement, I was like, nah, there's no way. But that is I think the saddest thing I saw was that private investigator was on Chisholm's channel, and he was crying because he had been talking to the grandfather and stuff, and that was just
He was on there.
heartbreaking.
Oh, I didn't know he went on there.
Yeah, the grandfather would not leave. He's like, I'm not leaving her. And oh my God, heart wrenching. But
Well,
that
thank
is
you.
everything I gotta say.
Thank you so much for the call.
I
Yeah,
really think Ryan needs to be stopped. Have a good night.
appreciate
Mel.
it. Thanks for the call.
Keep it up.
All right, bye.
Bye, Licky.
Bye. Lick me. That shit is crazy, man. One more call left, and I saw this comment. Damn it. Oh, Fred Miller says, no way, Mel, no way the electric windows worked after 16 days. Underwater, back window had to be down, not after the crash. It's very possible. Kind of strange. The poll, 2,000 people voted. 56% say accident, 44% say foul play. 916, how you doing? Where you calling from?
Good, man. Sacramento. I called you last week. I was the one talking about all the vacation homes up there.
Oh, yes. I think I remember.
So, man, I'm a dad. I got a 16-year-old daughter myself, bro. So I'm kind of hoping it's just a normal, she'd roll into the lake type of thing, in all honesty, so the parents can have some closure, But
right.
Seeing those windows down, seeing that seat so far back, seeing them covering that tarp up in the back of that vehicle, her being back there, man, it's a tough one, bro. It's like I kind of almost think my theory was right, unfortunately, as far as maybe she was being stowed someplace for a little while, and they found out that AWP and all the cops were gone. AWP was up at a different reservoir. It's time to put her away for the night, type of a thing, and it's sad, man. But I keep thinking to myself, why were those windows down? Why were those windows down? Fastest way to sink a car, roll the windows down, right?
Right.
I mean,
it's kind of strange. I mean, I think hopefully.
And if you look at,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, if you look at that picture with all those kids standing around, it's not even that many kids, the 26, 28, 30 kids. They're all in pants. They're all in sweatshirts. They all have their hands in their pockets like they're freezing their ass off because Truckee gets cold at night. I mean, I bet even this time of year at, 12 o'clock at night, it's probably getting into like the high 40s, It's cold, and to see all those windows down, I mean, most girls that age would jump in a car, roll their windows up, turn their heater on, right? Not jump in their car, roll their windows down, and then all of a sudden end up in a lake. But man,
it's pretty
I don't
strange,
know.
man.
It's a tough one. I'm glad to see that she's been found. I'm glad to see that the parents have some kind of closure. I'm really interested to see what kind of comes out of this. Last time I was on here, I was talking about how those mountain lakes are pretty clear. I don't know how the divers missed that, bro.
They're saying this one's kind of murky,
me.
but they say Tahoe's really clear, but these ones are kind of murky. But I don't know from the top.
That lake's not. I promise you, I've fished that lake.
You have?
That lake
Okay.
Probably.
Oh shit. Okay.
I've fished that lake probably 3 times in the last 10 years. And it's not the clearest lake, but my thoughts on this were, okay, so she was found in 14 feet of water. That CRV is probably 5.5 feet tall, right? That would put that car up around 8 feet off of the water, off the bottom. A plane, maybe not after like Memorial Day weekend with a bunch of people out jet skiing and boating and turning up the water really good. But by a Tuesday or a Wednesday, by the time all those sediments and all that, the dirt and everything settled back down, I would think they would be able to see that car in that depth. I really, really, really think they would be able to see that car in that depth, unfortunately. And I think it's, man, again, as a dad, I hope not. I hope they just can close this out and end it. But I just have a bad feeling that they're going to be like, they have the same thoughts, basically. Why was she in the back of this vehicle with all the windows down? She could have got out of there really easy. Her body probably could have floated out of there really easy,
Right. Well, thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate the call, dude. Thank you for calling back.
No
too.
worries. I know you want to get off here. You've been on for hours. I appreciate the time.
Cool, man. Thank you. All right, thanks.
Hey, no problem, dude. Have a good night.
You too. Bye. Nice call. Thank you for that. Okay, so going to get the super chats real quick, and then I just want to watch a little bit of this one video. This guy driving back to town. Again, thank you guys so much for the love. Fran, thank you for the super chat. Birdie Rose, I love AWP. I've been watching them forever. My theory is it was very dark. She went the wrong way, didn't realize, and drove into the water. Plus, if she was drunk, her reflexes were not on point. Thanks, Birdie Rose. This person, check your Twitter, sent you some info. I tried looking, but I couldn't see. My thing's flooded. I'll take a look again. Diane, Kevin, thank you for the super chat. Please, Roses, thank you for the super chat. Pixel, sent you a quick Google Earth clip on Facebook. Okay, I'll try to take a look at that. My inbox is completely like flooded. So if I don't know your name on Facebook, it's like I have to look through things. I'm going to try to look though. Dre Latino, thank you for the super chat. I got that one already. Base Chica says, for newer cars, the glass breakers don't work. I have a 2017 Lincoln MKC and side window / panoramic roof are all laminated. Oh, glass like windshield. Oh, well. Holy crap. What do you do with that then? If it's laminated. Barbie Box Slot, she drove straight off the boat ramp. Okay. Christine Carver, thank you for the super chat. Technical out, still bringing the truth. My friend, so proud of you and your terrific coverage of the case and everyone you do. Prayers for this girl's loved ones. At least they were found, but it's cold comfort. Miss you. Thank you, Technical. Element difference enough. Thank you for the super chat. Kelsey, your seat headrest pop out. Oh yeah, you can do that. Your seat headrest pop out to break windows too. Steve and Amaryllis Pulaski, cars left alone. Cars left all at once. It wouldn't have been so dark with the lights. She could have followed them out. Why was she the only one off the detour? Kimmy C, thank you for becoming a member. Mr. and Mrs. Steeler, been a member for 6 months. Thank you. You're the best, Mel. Your authenticity and drive to do this hard work always shines through. Thank you. Tracy, maybe she gave someone a ride home up that way, decided to stop and sleep, accidentally left in and kicked the gear shift while sleeping. Possible. Almost caught up here. 007 Angelo, 2 people most responsible are, this is allegedly, Mags and Sammy, both using her as an Uber and both selfish as F. They're going to have to live with, oh Lord, terrible. I don't know. We'll see what the outcome is. Peace and Denise, left mirror broke, looks like a dent to the left door too. I don't know if this, again, people are mentioning maybe because the car was flipped in the water, I guess. Could be a reason why. Andrew D'Angelo, thank you for the super chat. Revenge, good day, Mel. Yuck, that church guy broke his vomit. We'll fight in your army. Thank you for everything. Guy, think he is in Goodfellas. Rest in peace, young soul. Been with you for so long. Thank you. Laura, I stand with Mel. Hashtag I'm not Ronnie. Hashtag I'm not Ronnie. Thank you, Laura. Petty Boots, look at her tire flat. I couldn't really tell that was flat though. It's flat. And that could be anything really, but I don't, maybe. Not really. I don't know. Beautiful Disaster, I'm so proud of you and how you handled everything. I will ride for you. Thank you for all you do. You are who you are and your character. Thank you. I think it said meant to say love who you are and your character. Thank you, Beautiful Disaster. And last one, Sierra, they broke the windows to see if there is a body. I think, again, like I said, I think we're gonna have more clarification. 1, because we got the press conference tomorrow, and 2, because we have Adventures with Purpose that they're doing a live stream tomorrow. So I'm gonna be watching. We'll be here for the press conference, and then we'll hop off, and then I'm gonna watch the Adventures with Purpose, probably on Discord to hang out with you guys. Depending on, it's at 12, yeah, so I have time. And I was supposed to do some stuff tomorrow too, but I'll have to rearrange things. Real quick too, I just wanted to look at this video just to kind of get a look at this again now, maybe with a different And this is from Steve Fisher. I think he's a private investigator. He was nice enough to let everybody use the video.
Okay, so for those who asked me to film a video leaving the campsite, or the party site, not the campsite. The party site is just up this road. See, there's sheriff's tape there. I was filming coming down, but then a couple sheriff's deputies came by and were talking to me about myself, so I stopped filming. But you come down that little road, and then that is the reservoir there. You take a left, and then I'll get back in my car and just hold the camera while I drive all the way back into town. You can get an idea.
Buzzy says a vehicle full of water weighs tons more than tires can support. I've seen tires explode when they remove them from the water. Ooh. Wow, unbreakable car windows? Really? Why would they do that? I just want to see if he comes up. I don't know if this is the right. I want to see if he comes up to like that cross. I don't know. Yeah, it would have to be down here.
Trucky. As you can see, there's no like sharp drop-offs.
Oh, you know what though? I don't think you would take that way to go to Truckee. Well, let me try the lodge.
And this is where it'll merge back onto it.
Catch the last 90 days of calls.
This is where it'll merge back onto it.
Catch the last 90 days of calls from 3370.
How you doing? Yeah. Okay. And so then we will. Now we're back on the main road. So, but we're still in the campground area. The actual that goes down to like the water. And
I think that might be it. Maybe. I don't know. He said that goes down to the water. I'm not exactly sure the orientation. If he went that way, or he could be talking about this other way. And I wish I could see like it won't show me. It could be two other ways because like when I'm looking to go to the trail, lodge, or to Truckee, it's like you wouldn't have to go down this way, like down here to the split. But there is another split up here. I don't know if he's at that one or like he went this way.
Area. The actual that goes down to like the water, and then on the right up here there will be like where people set up tents and stuff. So they weren't anywhere close to those, but this is the road you got to take to get out to 89.
89.
And again, there's just no.
Oh no, so he wouldn't be. He didn't go that way.
Sharp drop offs.
89's all the way to the other side, so he didn't go that way. So Kylie was, let's see. She would have been going the wrong direction. Not even back towards town or the trail, from what I can see. The SF guy said it was at the boat ramp, Mel. Did he? Let me see if he's posting anything else on there. SF investigates. Hmm. Okay. All right. Well, I guess we'll call it a stream. Thank you guys so much for coming. I appreciate it, man. Love you guys. Hold on 1 second here. Before you leave, let's see something. Is there? Let me see. Holy crap! Hold on 1 second. Just want to verify something.
That is the reservoir.
That's the area that. Let me see. Hold on. At the beginning is what you're talking about. Okay.
The party site, not the campsite. Okay, so for those who asked me to film a video leaving the campsite, or the party site, not the campsite. The party site is just up this road. See, there's sheriff's tape there. I was filming coming down, but then a couple sheriff's deputies came by and were talking to me about something, so I stopped filming. But you come down that little road, and then that is the reservoir there. You take a left, and then I'll get my back in my.
All right. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I thought there was gonna be a chase too, but no chase. Thank you guys again. What is this in my head? Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And condolences again to the family. We'll be following to see all the updates. I put the links. Adventures with Purpose donation link is in the thing. I'll put I think the GoFundMe might be there. Let me see. For Kylie too. I sent the donation though to one to AWP and then one to Kylie, the Kylie page on behalf of the YouTube page, us. So if you can, there's the links there. Great. If you can't, it's okay too. I made 2 donations, one to each tonight. So I put her link too. Yeah, I put the GoFundMe in the description as well. All right. Okay. Alrighty. So thank you guys so much. Hit like on the way out too, if you wouldn't mind. And I'll schedule a stream for the press conference and before I go to bed. All right. So yeah, have a good night. Love you guys. Peace.